Ohio. Hello. Hello.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
hello.
can you hear her?
I hope I can be heard okay. Is it working okay? 日本人
Oh,
の病気といないはずと思いますけど、まあ日本語でちょっと確認します。聞こえます？聞こえますか？
Ohio.
Oh,
Ohio.
thank God. Okay.
Oh, so nervous.
Extremely. My heart's like it's starting to burst out my chest as we speak,
Well,
but I'm very excited.
thank you for coming to the first ever collab.
Thank you
Oh,
for being my first collab partner. Also, I'm very hype.
oh
I
my
didn't think it would happen this
gosh.
soon.
I know. So exciting. Oh,
The hype is so
okay,
real.
okay. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. So I'm Kitty-tama, and I do a lot of different work with like visual novels in particular. If we're talking about myself outside of work, there's some stuff there too. But I'll start with the work stuff. That feels like my easiest way of opening up. So I am Kitty-tama, and I am knee-deep in the world of visual novels in terms of work. I do work on localizations in terms of editing and quality assurance, and almost 4 years ago, I also made my debut professionally singing for visual novels in Japan, remotely, I should say. I've never been. So I do song work, I do QA, editing, a good hodgepodge of things, but at the heart of it is eroge. And then I love to sing, obviously. Oh my god, what else is there? This is not work related or anything, this is just something silly, but I really love pigs. So even though I'm Kitty-tama and I'm a cat girl, I think in another life I would have been a piggy, but they're so cute. Oh, they're little snouts. They kill me. But yeah, I'm very passionate about visual novels in particular. They're my life passion, and I knew that it was something I wanted to be involved in for a very long time, so I'm very grateful that I'm living that out, but I'm getting ahead of myself, so let me cut myself off there for a
Oh my
moment. I'm nervously
gosh.
rattling on.
Yeah. So, this is Kitty-tama. She's nice. We've worked together on a few things before, but
True.
first time ever
Yeah.
collabing. So
Yes.
exciting.
The
Oh, I'm
hype
so
is real.
nervous. I had all these questions prepared and now I'm like, can I even get through them? I'm so
I
nervous.
understand. Oh my god, I totally get it.
So,
Me too.
yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah. So can you tell me how or why did you become interested in eroge?
Ooh, this is a fun one. So I need to think of how to redact certain details because it's a very sus story in some respects.
Oh gosh, yeah, I think we have a lot of sus stories in our lives.
Yes. Hands down, I have no doubt. So, well, the way I discovered them is really funny. I have a couple points at which it could have been the origin. There's one that I usually lean to, but there's one that I remembered a memory of, like on a phone call with a cousin of mine that I think is what led to the second thing. So I'm gonna kind of tell a little story if that's cool.
Yeah,
I
go
was
for it.
years old, and my cousin called me on the phone. And we were talking about anime and stuff because we like to dork out about anime and things like that. We would hang out and watch like Inuyasha on the TV and shit, you know, that kind of thing. And one day she calls me on the phone and we're talking, and she's like, "Hey, have you heard of this thing called hentai?" And I'm like, "No, what's that?" And then I learned what that was very quickly, but I didn't know how to look any of that up. I'm like, "What does that mean?" So I go on freaking YouTube and I look up hentai.
Google
on there,
hentai on YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Yeah.
And so from there, the very first thing I laid my eyes upon, not kidding, was an opening for a special little eroge called Koiro Tulips. And it caught my attention instantly. I'm like, holy shit, like it's really cute, it's really pretty, it looks like a little anime, because it has like animated bits in the opening, right? Like it legit looked like an anime to me. So I'm like, it's an anime? What's
so
this?
cute.
So I go Googling it, and then I find the VNDB. And oh my god, let's just say VNDB plus YouTube VN opening rabbit hole binges, terrifying combo, especially at like a very
Oh
tender
my
age.
gosh.
So
Yeah.
it changed my brain chemistry, perhaps for the better. I should make a quick disclaimer. I was actively frightened of the adult content aspect of these games for years, until later on. So, just quick disclaimer.
Oh my gosh.
Right away.
Yeah. So for me, I think I heard the opening "Dote Up a Cat" before I even knew it was an eroge, and I'm like, it was a meme song back in the day, like nya nya something 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 something.
Don't even get me started. I know a lot of it like the back of my head. Oh my god.
I am a Persian cat. No, Siamese cat.
Yeah, there was all of them. Yeah, they are twins of tortoise shell.
Yes.
Differences, color of tail. Da, 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 da. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and the nursery rhyme opening. Yes.
Oh my god. True My Heart is a freaking iconic opening
so
classic.
Cute.
I don't care what anyone
so
says.
Cute.
Avenue makes bangers. And I feel like they almost always match like the lump of sugar game so beautifully.
Yes. And
then, my god.
Another iconic one in my head is like the opening for Pure Pure. So cute.
Yes.
I was so obsessed with that.
Me too. That was one of my big inspirations for getting into like Kemomimi type stuff.
Oh man.
That Dote Up a Cat. Oh my god, I swear there was Makoto Kuraso. Holy shit. So many classics. Why did I say that like that? Well, anyway, so many classics, and oh my god, you rattling off yours, it's like, it's making my neurons activate so quick.
Yeah.
I remember these
Everyone has the eroge opening remembrance arc, I feel like.
Right, like, everyone, no matter who they are, no matter how late or early you got into VNs, you're always gonna have like those handful of openings that changed your brain chemistry, that impacted you and stick with you all the years after. Absolutely, I have no doubt in my brain that that's the case.
I was so excited when I got a copy of Pure Pure. I was like, oh my gosh, I found it for sale and I bought it.
Do you have it physically? Because I have it digital.
Yeah, I have a physical copy.
Oh, no way! Oh no, you need to send me pictures of that when we're done.
Yeah. I'll send you a photo. It's so cute. I love Japanese eroge boxes. I love them. It's so cute.
Oh my god, right? They put so much like attention to detail and care on them. Well, I mean, I feel like more recent ones are going more toward typical DVD box style, but like those older ones from like the mid to like late 2000s and such, like they always came in those big, extravagant, pretty boxes, which like not to say that they don't now, but I feel like you really found a lot of those back then. Maybe I'm crazy and just having like selective memory from the nostalgia, but I feel it so hard.
Okay. I'll go to the next question. Can you tell me more about your favorite eroge? I know where this is going, so I'm ready for you to ramble to me.
This is the way to loosey-goosey me the fuck up. Okay, everybody. Brace yourselves, buckle in. If you know me, you're ready for this. A lot of you don't know me, so I'm gonna scare some of you, but it's gonna be okay, I promise. I'm just as scared in this moment. So, I really, really, genuinely, unironically love Euphoria by Clockup. I will not tolerate Euphoria slander in front of my very eyes. People have this impression of it from the OVAs that it is only this really shocking thing with all this horrible content with no redeeming quality to it, and unfortunately they got a really truncated experience. You don't get to see the characters' inner turmoil with what they're struggling with. You don't get to see the way that these characters have a shocking amount of depth to them with like what the premise of the game is. You would not think it, but it really goes places, and I feel like the heart of the story, I can't go into it without spoiling, so I'm not going to spoil anything, but the actual heart and theme of the story is shockingly quite comforting, and it's not at all what you would think for a game that looks the way that it does, right? The storyline is just fucking impeccable. The character writing is 10 out of 10. I have no notes on that for the most part. There's like some... I'll say this. I'm not a fan of like the second half of Dana's route. I have my spicy opinions on that. I'm not going to get into that. That's spoiler territory. I'll just say I'm not a fan of that particular writer's work. For context, Euphoria has 2 writers. Asoe did the majority of it, but Izumi Banya did like the second half of Dana's route, and I'm not really a fan of his writing so much. So that's a side tangent. Let me get back on track. The character design, gorgeous. Hamashima Shigo always knocks it out the park. She draws particularly women characters with a lot of love and care and attention to detail. I feel like this is a really weird way to say it. I feel like she really draws women from a lens that feels like she really appreciates them almost. Like, they have a lot of softness, they have some pudge, they feel very real, even though they have that very kind of cute anime look, you know? And so it makes the art feel very, it's very, like, lovely to look at, but I admit for, like, the spicy bits, it makes it more impactful for those reasons, because she really strikes that balance between cute but eroticism at the same time, which for an eroge, of course, you want the latter, you know? The soundtrack, really, really good. I mean, it's mostly ambient tracks, but honestly, really nicely done either way. There's some very memorable tracks. The opening song, geniusly done. The lyrics, when you listen to them before you finish the game, and then after you finish the game, it's very different. The impression that you get from it, very different. Very neat. There's also a fun Easter egg that the opening lyrics have the main heroine, the main 2 heroines' names in it. So Nemu's name is in there, and Kanai's name is in there. So that's pretty cool. Cool little detail. But I'm really passionate about this game because people misunderstand it, and I don't think they give it a fair chance. I think they see the tags, I think they see the reputation that it has. Its reputation precedes it a bit, and it makes me really sad. It doesn't deserve it. Does it have hard content? Yes, but it also has a settings menu. You can turn off the gory stuff. You can turn off the other elements. You can turn the
scat off.
Yeah, the scat can get visually turned off. It won't change the text, but it can make it a little easier to... This is a really bad way to put it, given one of the scenes, but it makes it a little easier to digest. Sorry about that for anyone that knows. If you know, you know. Makes it a little easier to get through. But I just love it so much. I feel like I'm short-circuiting. Give me a minute.
Don't worry. So the comment says, has there been an anime adaptation? We literally just finished talking about how the anime OVA for Euphoria is kind of like, you know, mediocre.
It's not great. Like, if you're in it just to get a quick, like, Sparks Notes version, it's okay. It's a double-edged sword on this. Right? So there's one episode of it that tries to adapt the true ending, and it kind of does its own unique take on it, but that's a fucking meaty ending with, like, a good hour or 2 or more of content. There's no way a 30-minute little thing is gonna cover it, and it's mostly porn. So it's, like, kind of tough. Like, I understand, for a lot of people, an OVA is more accessible than, like, a multi-hour VN, but I really, really highly recommend, if you are in chat and Euphoria intrigues you at all, you're doing yourself a disservice by not playing the VN version. The artwork, beautiful. Oh my god, the voice acting! I totally forgot! The voice acting is some of the best I've ever heard point blank in a VN. They bring their characters to life beautifully, and some of the screaming that they have to do in that game, I hope they had ample tea, vocal rest, whatever they needed to not shred their fucking vocal cords. I hope they're okay, you know? I mean, evidently they're okay. They went on to voice other neat stuff. Although, Reika's VA actually retired. She's not voice acting anymore, so that's sad.
Oh my gosh.
But, it's a very misunderstood, or at least misrepresented in a way. Eroge to me, it's very near and dear to my heart. To get a little deep for a moment, it really got me through a pretty brutal depression in my life. Because the overall heart of the story is about, like, to put it very spoiler-free, it's about surviving through adversity and facing head-on what you have to confront, kind of vibe, to put it vaguely. There's more nuance to it that I could get into, but I won't because it's spoilery. But the message of it hit me right where I needed it at the time. And so it really resonated with me. And sometimes people look at me crazy when I talk about Euphoria because they're like, ain't that really hardcore thing? Yeah, but there's more to it. It's not only that. I think people see hardcore and then they get scared to engage with it on a deeper level because they think it's meaningless or there's nothing that can be found in this rough brutality kind of thing. But I think people need to keep an open mind and an open heart to it. I think they'll be surprised with what they can find. Truthfully, genuinely, I really do feel that way. People meme on it a lot, and that breaks my heart. I really wish that people would give it a chance, like a fair shake. It's worth it, I promise. Pinky promise.
Yeah.
It is, to this day, my top favorite VN. Nothing has topped it since. Things have come kind of close, but they have not topped it. It is my top favorite ever. I love it very much.
I read it back in the day too, and I think you have a really unique take on this. But it's been a really long time since I read it, but from what I did read every single route in the game, and I remember reading it immediately upon release in the English version. I'm like, oh wow. It was cool. I'm pretty sure I bought it because you said you liked it. You know, I'm like, it's hardcore. This is up my alley. I'm not got any problems with the hardcore stuff.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I remember like posting about it on a very personal account of mine, like, oh my gosh, I got Euphoria, and then like a few days later, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just finished Euphoria, and yeah, I liked it. I
need to know. It's time for me to throw a question at you.
Yeah.
What is your heroine ranking?
Oh
Please,
man.
I need to know.
Yeah, Kanai and Nemu, they're up there.
Yeah.
You know. The other girls, they're just there. The other girls are just there, but those two.
That's fair.
Those two are the most important to me.
Yeah, like the other three are still really good. Like Dina's good, Natsuki's really good. Rika, she's actually my second favorite. I related to her a lot back when I first played it. I should disclaim, I played it back before it ever had a localization.
Yeah, you played in Japanese.
I did. I played it in Japanese first, numerous times, and this was back when my JP skills were a little bit weak.
And like, you covered the opening, right?
I did 10 years ago, back when my Japanese pronunciation was a little thicker.
So, do you want me to promote your video, perhaps, and share it?
Oh my gosh. You can. I will warn. I recorded it like 10 years ago.
Okay.
And my Japanese pronunciation then it's not bad, but I've definitely come a long way since. So there's like a little bit of a thicker accent there than there is now. But it's still pretty good. I stand by it. I mean, freaking, I think I remember people liked it a lot, so.
Can you send me the URL, please? Thank you.
Yes. Give me
I will post it in the chat so you guys can give it a listen and you can take a look. This is your journey from like covering eroge openings to singing eroge openings. Isn't that crazy?
It's true. It's bonkers. I still can't really believe it. It's really crazy to me that is what happened.
Yeah.
Like I can't really begin to like. If you told me 10 years ago, like 18-year-old me, hey, this is what this is.
Yeah.
I would have been losing my mind. To be honest, I still don't fully believe it, and I'm like doing it as we speak. Like I still don't believe it. I'm sending you. It has been sent.
Oh, thank you so much. Rakuen no Tobira.
Yeah. Oh, and I also did a duet version with one of my friends. I don't think she uses social media so much anymore, but I'm gonna still share the link anyway.
Yeah. Of course. Thank you so much. You guys can go give it a listen. Check it out.
Thank you for the promo.
Here you guys go. It would mean a lot to us if you listen to it. And my next question is, do you have anyone who inspired you into joining this line of work? So like, you know, working on eroge, being a singer, all this stuff. It could be like someone recent or old.
Yeah. I have so many, honestly. So it's kind of a twofold question. It's gonna get long-winded. Stick with me here. So to answer that first bit about like Loke, interesting fact. Loke was never my plan A. for getting involved with VNs.
Mm-hmm.
It was a plan B because my original dream way back at the tender age of beep years old, I
Beep.
really wanted to sing for VNs, getting in that rabbit hole, watching those openings, looking into the VNs and really getting into them as a medium. I was just bewitched by it all. I was like, listen, I don't care if it only happens one time, but before I die and get off the face of this earth, I need one time to sing for a VN song. That's it. One would be good, and I'd be happy. But I thought it, the more I got older, I thought, that's not realistic. I'm not in Japan. I'm not fluent. There's no way they're gonna work with an American like me, little weeby, cringy white girl. They're not gonna do that. They're not going to, plain and simple. That was my thought process at the time. So I set my sights closer to what felt more realistic, but would still let me into the world of VNs in a more, like, what I thought was accessible way, which it is. It's what got me into the industry to begin with. It was actually through seeing friends in the industry working that got me really motivated to want to try. And then I remember that very vividly, so I don't really want to go naming my Loke friends specifically. It feels kind of silly to do for me. I feel kind of embarrassed doing that, but they know who they are. But in terms of like singer inspirations, I have so many, and I do not mind naming them because they are legends in their own right. Let me think. So some of them are like retired now. They're not around doing song work anymore, but like Sato Hiromi, huge inspiration for me. Her work, love it. It was very influential on me. In terms of like, oh my god, another really influential person to me, Nao, the vocalist Nao. She did remember Fripside, all that stuff. She does her own solo stuff now, but her supremely inspirational to me. I remember I would loop Magic Ride like a little motherfucker. Like, I want to do this once. I would watch that opening video for that game constantly, and I'm like, this is what I need. Like, Fripside Now's music and Fripside's music, very much the soundtrack to what felt like very naive dreams at the time. Let me think. There's, who else was there? Alborengo, another huge inspiration. And we're on kind of friendly terms, it seems, which is nifty. She very recently wished me a happy birthday, which was very sweet. It's on Twitter. You can see it in like the replies if you go to her account. Yeah, it was really cute. Let me see. I'm not a voice actress, but like Kimari, honestly, love her work. And I've always like felt, well, this is a little bit later, but like I remember when I would still have those like dreams of I want to sing for VNs. I've always, and I still do, one of my big goals would be to sing for something she voices in. Will it ever happen? I don't know, but I'm determined.
I believe in
but
you.
in terms of singer, thank you. In terms of singer influences, who else is there's so many, it's hard to list them all. Let me think for a moment. Fuck, wait, I'm losing the name. Wait, if I think of the songs, I swear it'll come to me. Hold on a second. Let's see, now, Sato Hiromi, Kotoko, there we go, Kotoko, yes.
Oh, yes, Kotoko.
She's another one.
So
She's
cool.
an icon. Total icon. There's so many, like, honestly, I think it's a question of who didn't inspire me when I would binge watch opening videos and stuff. Like, who didn't have me feeling like, I need to do this one day, I always felt like a deep hunger, so those inspirations always stuck with me, and there is a singer who, she was active at one point, retired, but then she came back under her current name, so I'm not going to disclose the old name to just be courteous. But another inspiration for me is the singer Maki Nanari. And that's gonna come back later. That's coming back later, I promise. She is just so talented, and she has like a really distinct voice. It can be so sweet, but also very powerful at times. It's so distinct and wonderful, and like you hear it once and it like kind of pierces you. You're like, whoa, and it just really stuck with me. So in terms of inspirations, I think Those are my main ones. Oh my god, no, I forgot. Marie, another one. Clover Days, Clover
Oh,
Hearts. Oh my god,
yes.
what the fuck hasn't she sung for?
So
Huge
cute. Good
inspiration. And
songs.
actually, I always felt like, now I'm not saying our voices are one-to-one, but I always felt like her voice had sort of similar qualities to mine in a way. And I always
Mm-hmm.
felt like our voices would match really well on something. I don't know that I'll ever get to work with her, but like, I look up to her a lot. I really, really do. She's very, very good. So I'd say those are my inspirations
Wow.
in terms of the industry.
This is so cool. Like, you're living your dream. Being an eroge singer,
know.
living in
It
America.
still
Like,
feels
what?
weird.
In my head,
Yeah.
that would never happen. Like, it's so hard to, like, think. I mean, like, oh,
Yeah.
yes, I am proud. Like, but in my head, like, whoa, this could be real? This could really happen? It's so...
It's very possible, and I mean, I'm still processing it to this day, but
I
I promise
know.
it's more real than you realize.
I was so happy for you when I heard you got to sing an opening for eroge. It's like, oh my gosh, your dreams are coming true. I didn't think they would ever, like, you know, give
No,
someone
me
like us a
neither.
chance. What?
Right.
Oh,
My god, no,
you're so
I never
lucky.
dreamed.
Yeah,
I never dreamed, and like, I
I'm so
think I said it
proud.
earlier, but it bears repeating. I've never ever stepped foot into Japan a day in my life. All of the song work I've done has all been remote from home.
It's
So
so crazy.
anyone can do it.
Yeah,
But there are things I did obviously to help those chances, but I'll get into that a bit later.
Yeah. I feel like maybe you answered this with the last question, but like, do you have anything
Oh, go ahead.
specific that made you want to become a singer? Like, you have all these
Ooh.
inspirations, but like, is there anything? Oh, I want to be a
So,
singer.
Yeah,
This is how I know.
actually, it goes a little bit. Yeah, it goes a little bit beyond eroge too. Actually, I answered the eroge part a good bit, but if I'm answering in a more general sense, I'm very. This is gonna be so shocking to everybody. I know. Oh my god, can't believe it. I'm very socially anxious, very much.
Oh yeah, me too.
And I honestly have very bad stage fright, so singing in front of people is still kind of terrifying. But
Oh yeah.
I find, for some reason, when I'm singing, I'm not even thinking so much about like how I'm being perceived or what's going on. I'm just focused on expressing what's in my heart or what I'm thinking. I'm just letting out emotion when I sing. It's like a cathartic emotional release. For me, it's about expression, self-expression, the courage to put myself out there. And I figure, a lot of what motivated me to want to sing, yes, a lot of it was to sing for VNs. Huge part of it, but the other part was to become more confident in expressing myself in day-to-day life and things like that, which is still a huge work in progress. But yeah, I think it's those two factors in particular that really clicked. Now, granted, I'm still working on some things. Like, I have to keep reminding myself, like, you don't always have to have the strongest voice to impact people, and everyone's got a story to tell with their own voice, and everyone's voice is their instrument. No two vocal cords are going to be the same. Everyone has a unique sound, right? So I'm working on embracing that more, but I feel like it's getting a little easier as I do more song projects on VNs and stuff. I'm able to better pinpoint, oh, these are what my good vocal qualities are and things like that. So it's helping me gain a little more confidence as I go, but that's kind of another side tangent. Sorry, I'm answering questions with more answers to other things.
Don't worry.
That's how my brain works.
I'm excited. I like listening, and this is really eye-opening to me because like I can't sing for crap. Honestly, I haven't practiced or like tried, but
Anyone can do it.
hearing you talk about this, and I'm like, oh, maybe I could give it a try one day.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
oh, it would be
please.
cool. I'm so nervous singing though. I every time I go to karaoke, they're like, oh, you should sing a song, and I'm like, I don't know about that. I can't sing.
I understand. Even when I do like long distance Discord karaoke moments, I still I've sung for VNs, okay, and I still get stage fright. I'm like, I don't know. But then eventually I get loosey and it's fine. But I still get like the nerves. Like, it's totally normal, I promise.
Oh, even now I'm so nervous, but I'm happy.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm like blushing from ear to ear.
No, I believe in you. Oh, it's okay. Me too. Hey.
Oh,
same
okay.
boat.
Okay.
Same
I have
boat,
my
but is it
next
a nice
question.
boat? Dun,
Yeah,
dun,
yeah,
dun. Continue.
yeah. Nice boat. Um, how did you break into the eroge singing industry? Like,
Oh gosh,
how did it happen?
I can get really in depth. I'm gonna get really in depth here.
Oh
Okay, 'cause it is a
boy.
very interesting
This
process
is
as to how
this
this
is
happened.
information that
We're gonna
potential future singers might want to listen to. If you're
Yes,
listening,
please. Yes, ears perked, please. Listen
Yeah,
up.
please
So
listen closely.
a lot of it actually, and it comes with a recommendation. If you feel you want to sing for visual novels, you want to put yourself out there in that reign, the sooner you start putting out little covers or a cappella vocal clips, start putting your stuff out there on social media or YouTube, the better. Never too late. Start
Okay.
doing it though, because that's actually what led to me getting my initial offer.
Oh my gosh.
I made so back in 2019, October 2019, I made a Twitter account. You'll see it there, the Kitty-tama JP
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
I made
yeah.
a Japanese Twitter account made to interact primarily in Japanese. Sometimes I still write in English on there, but it's mostly a Japanese feed. And I follow eroge industry people, you know, musicians, lyricists, like brands, anything you can think of. I follow them, and I got mutual connections to people in the industry and things like that, which you wouldn't think a mutual follow necessarily means anything, but you'd be surprised what that seed can plant. Let me continue. So, it was through my YouTube channel that it caught the attention of a music unit called Moso Creation. And I remember this distinctly. I could even like get a little teary thinking about it. It was my dad's birthday, and 2021, and I got an email that night. It was afternoon for them, I'm pretty sure, but I got an offer to sing for Appetite. I'm like, pardon? Which, like, they're not super famous, but they are like a pretty prolific little nuki game maker. They do a lot of very smut focused things. You can find their games on Steam and things like that. None of mine have been localized yet that I know of, just as a side note, for that brand. More on that later. But it was specifically through my YouTube page that they caught attention from me. Like they wanted to work with me. So that's what led to that, and that's where I got my opportunity there, and I officially made my singer debut in July of 2021. It was, I think, what day? I had 2 debut titles. I sang for 2 games that released on the same day, like physically. So technically, I had 2 debut titles. I want to say they came out July 21st, 2021, somewhere in that ballpark, I think. So coming up a couple months from now, I'll be hitting my 4th anniversary, which is fucking crazy. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. It's been that long and so short at the same time. But
that's so cool.
I really do suggest, if you're getting into, like, you really want to sing for VNs, or hell, even if you don't want to sing, like, say you want to draw for them or whatever, putting your work out there on Twitter especially, I think that's the way to do it. And, like, obviously don't be scared to use hashtags, be shoujo gameu, there, those kinds of things. But for singing especially, I highly recommend, even if it's just a cappella, posting little snippets of you singing. It helps to give potential clients a sound of what your raw voice sounds like, and they know what your vocal qualities are. They know how they can fine-tune you and really work with your voice. It's very helpful. I'm speaking from major experience there. So absolutely, I think my biggest takeaway, don't be scared, just do it and post and put yourself out there. And also too, I'll admit, I was a little bit annoying on Twitter. I would regularly post about wanting to sing for eroge, and that, like, this is something I've dreamed of, and that I love eroge and things like that. Being very vocal about my passions and my dreams, that also helps. I know some people think that's kind of cringy. I know some would be like, that's overbearing, what are you doing? But you can't expect, like, if you really want something, this is my hot take, and it's something like that where it's a cooperative effort to make it come true. If you're bottling it up and keeping it to yourself, it's not gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. You have to put yourself out there. It's terrifying, but you have to. You really, really have to. I promise. It's terrifying, but it's so worth it. Pinky promise.
I feel that. I'm like over here like I don't self-promote myself at all. I'm just like, oh, I worked on this. Okay, bye. Goodbye. Like, oh,
Yeah.
this is so cool. Some people in the chat asked what titles you worked on. I'm pretty sure I found
Yes.
them.
Yes, you did. My debut titles are
the
What?
two.
Mama wa Sasete Kureta yo and Isekai TS Tensei Chito Nashi. Those are my debut titles.
Yeah.
None of the ones I sang for Appetite are localized as far as I know. They're all Japanese only, so not all the games I sang for are. But we're talking Appetite ones.
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are Japanese only. So just a heads up for anyone that wants to look them up during the stream or after. No English versions to my knowledge. I hope they get one day. But for now, not yet.
Sorry. Don't worry. There's other ones that she's saying for that are English. Don't worry.
Yes. My
So
precious baby.
we can move on. So the most recent work you worked on was a title called Country Siblings for short.
Yes.
Can you tell me more about this? Can you tell me more about this?
I'm gonna tell you so much about Country Siblings. Get ready, everybody. I could ham it up and start talking in a full-blown Southern accent. I'm not gonna do that to you all, but you know what I am gonna do? Let me tell you a little bit about Sister Position first. So, if you know Tinkle Position, they made Oni Kiss, Oni Gyu, the Oni-chan series, you could think of it, right? They made shit tons of those Emoto games. They're made by the director Chata and his team. Usually the artist Keiko's involved. Azuma Hito is one of the writers you regularly see collaborating, that kind of thing. But back in, 2019, I think? Tinkle Position ceased developing new titles. But, an unexpected player came in the game and helped to fund new game production, so to speak, for Chata and his game-making endeavors under Sister Position. So the creator of Country Siblings, the dev team is Sister Position, but the distributor is Wisp. Does that ring a bell?
Oh yes,
and if
I
not,
know.
it's okay. But Wisp is the ASMR branch of the parent company that has ties to Lose, formerly the devs who did Mono Beno, My Tetsu. You get the idea. So I'm kind of indirectly associated with them now. That's kind of fucking crazy. What is my life? Anyway, back to the main story. So, so Sister Position, before Country Siblings, they put out another game. The shortened title is still kind of spicy. I don't want to get you banned, but I'm gonna have to use a spicy word. I'm sorry. So,
don't worry.
Virgin Siblings. Virgin Siblings is the first game that came out from Sister Position. But, so that was the first one. But then later on, they're like, what if we made a second game? So that's Country Siblings. And it's kind of interesting how I got involved in that, and it's published info that is on their Shen blog. You can literally read the blog post where they revealed the opening video, so I think it's okay for me to talk about this a little bit.
Yeah,
do you remember me mentioning a little bit about a bit ago, Maki Nanari, one of my inspirations?
Yeah.
She and I are very, very close friends. She's probably my closest singer friend in the industry. We became friends on Twitter. Back in 2019 when I first opened my account, we became really, really good friends. Well, little did I know, Nanari, I guess, had introduced Chata to, like, me, my work, that kind of thing. And so, that's when I was brought on in with Country Siblings, and I had the honor of singing the Japanese opening song, Natsu to Kimito, and the English opening song, Sounds of Summer with You, which I also wrote myself. It was my first time writing lyrics, totally new experience, but a very good experience. So that's the background on it. I have involvement on the opening. My first time singing an
Oh my
opening song.
gosh.
First time in eroge I've ever been involved with had an opening video. The very first thing you see upon booting the game up is the opening video. First full-size song. Up until now, all the songs I'd sang for eroge were all short-size. So it was my first full-size one. I think I already covered first bilingual song. It was both languages. I did both. And Maki Nanari, my friend, she wrote the lyrics for the Japanese version. So we worked very, very closely together on the song. So it has a lot of sentimental value to me in that way. Country Siblings is very special to me. And now I want to dive into the premise of the game. That I will say, feels really fucking weird working with sister position in the best way. Like, it's a compliment.
Oh,
I'm
you're
very
so
honored.
lucky. So cool.
Yeah, I'm like deeply honored. I never thought it would happen. Like, I saw their work on like Virgin Siblings. I'm like, God, their work is so cute, so pretty. It's really like it's a really fun little game. Can't wait for their next one. Boy, couldn't I? Oh my god.
Look at you now. Also, I gotta say, the opening, so beautiful. Very beautiful. You guys should all give it a listen.
Yes. I highly recommend
English
you do
and
and watch the video for it, especially. They worked really hard to make it a gorgeous music video.
Please watch
really,
it.
really pretty.
She sounds amazing in this.
Oh god, thank you.
Yes.
So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the story of the game, if that's alright. So
yeah, go for it. Yeah.
So, Country Siblings as the title. Am I okay to say the full title?
There's
like
go
a
for
sex
it.
word in it,
Yeah,
but you
it's
said
fine.
it on stream.
It's fine.
So, the full title of the game is A Sex-Obsessed Brother and His Traditional Sickly Sister. That's the full title, but it's shortened to Country Siblings, or as the JP title is known, Doinaka Kyodai. So, Country Siblings, you assume the role of Asumi's Oni-chan. You are called Oni-chan in the game. Well, she doesn't call you that. That's your character name. So, you are Asumi's brother. And Asumi, your precious, wonderful angel of a little sister, she is quite sickly. She has pretty severe asthma. So she's been hospitalized pretty much her whole life, up until now. But you were able to save up, and you found a recommended spot in the country with fresh air, and it's like a little sanctuary for you and Asumi to live at, where you can monitor her and lead a more normal life for her, where she's not totally cooped up in a hospital. And so it's the story of you and Asumi in the country, leading your little life, your cozy little country life, while trying to keep her happy and healthy. And how do you keep her healthy? With some extra special, slightly intense cardio, my friends. What kind of cardio? I don't think that takes much to say.
Yeah.
So you take her to the country, and it's a wonderful little time. And I feel the game actually balances the everyday and age stuff really well. As a side note, for anyone that's curious, there's a lot of things to see, and a lot of things to do, and a lot of things to do. So you get a lot, like, it's got 74 age scenes. You get, like, oh my god, what else? Gorgeous CGs. I forget how many. But yeah, you do. There is a cycling event. You can ride a bike with her, for example. Yeah.
It's like a RPG too, kind of, right? Like there's like RPG elements in it.
Yeah, it's it is it
has
more
like gameplay.
Think like think Princess Maker with like getting your stats leveled out. No, this is Japanese countryside. Home Alabama. Oh goodness. I mean, it could be.
In another world.
Yeah, in another world it would be. Oh my god.
Isekai country saloons.
Oh god, Isekai country saloons. Quick side note, everybody. Quick promo note. I have nothing to do with this specifically, but 2 promo notes. So, Country Siblings actually had some DLC come out very recently. You're gonna have to use a VPN to access it because of the theming. But Asumi does a Seiraku cosplay, sailor uniform cosplay. Super cute DLC that you add to it. It helps get certain endings a lot easier, because there is strategy to get the good ending and the true ending, and it's very tough, and I'm still struggling to get it myself as someone that like is playing it for fun in my downtime as well. It's a little tricky. I hope I can pull it off. Thank you. So that is out. You have to use a VPN to access it, but it comes with hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. Country Siblings it launched simultaneously in 5 languages: Japanese, English, traditional Chinese, simplified Chinese, and Korean. I want to make a special note. It's all human translated. All human. Wonderfully done.
So cool.
And the DLC also, full language support for those. And another fun note, everybody, there is upcoming ASMR content for Country Siblings. It's coming out June 1st, but it's going to be probably the 31st of May for us over here. It's going to launch, and it's going to have English subtitles, traditional Chinese subtitles, simplified Chinese, and Korean subtitles. So it's going to have all the same language support that the game has. So they're doing a very good job keeping it very consistent so everyone around the world can enjoy Country Siblings. So I hope you all will check that out when it comes out. Amachi Haru does a gorgeous job voicing Asumi, and I am personally very thrilled to hear her in full-on ASMR mode, because the game gives you a little taste of what to expect, and it was not enough for me. I needed more instantly, so I'm very grateful that they're capitalizing on it.
Ooh, can't wait.
And yeah, right? And what am I missing? Let me think. I feel like it's coming to Steam. I saw it was linked above.
Yeah. I linked
it is
in
coming
the chat.
to Steam. And it's gonna have all language support. There is English. I know the summary box, as far as that's all, the summary box on the side is in Chinese, but I promise it's gonna have English text. So don't be scared. And yeah, it's been crazy to work on something that's been getting such extensive post-game content. I'm not used to that. It's very exciting though.
It looks so beautiful.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous. And like the BGM is really cozy too. They did a really good job on it. It's like my baby. I could gush about it forever, honestly. It's like my little treasure. Like, of all the games I worked on, they're all my babies. They're all my treasures, but this one holds a really, really special place in my heart. So I'm very deeply grateful to everybody who has been supporting Country Siblings. Actually, they just revealed on the blog the other day, collectively, including DLC, the game has sold over 30,000 units in about its roughly 2 months of sales. Like, we're not even fully on 2 months yet of it being out. It's just been like a month. So
reviving the industry.
Yeah, so everyone's support means the world. Truly it does.
Yes.
And for the Steam version, I'm gonna kindly request, please add it to your wish list. Pretty please. Very important.
Click the link.
Yes, please do.
Check the opening. Check the Japanese and English opening. Yes. Leave nice comments. And comment,
when
subscribe.
Oh yes, I could tell you about Ane Sensei. Yes. She's really cute. So she's wonderful. So she's a side character. She doesn't have any age content or anything. I know there's going to be some who are disappointed to hear that. I was disappointed to see that myself, but she is your countryside doctor, and she is a lot of the catalyst for the strategic gameplay aspect, because your mission is to keep Asumi happy and healthy within a certain range of days before Ane Sensei comes to your place to give Asumi a checkup. And if you fuck up and make her HP go to 0, or you run her ragged, guess what? Bad news. You get the bad ending. She goes back to the hospital. Bye-bye. She doesn't die. I'm gonna say that right now. She does not die.
Oh yeah, they can't have anything like that these games.
Yeah, you have to be careful. It's an Emoto love game. You can't be killing off the Emoto. Although, don't you think back to freaking... Oh shit, I gotta brace myself. Uh-oh. I do have that one. Oh, but quick side tangent. Sorry, quick side tangent. Can I just say, speaking of loose games, I'm getting really hooked in on my Tetsu lately. Yeah. Paulette's killing me. She's so cute. I'm gonna die.
I love my Tetsu.
I'm toward the middle of her route, I think. Very cute. But I'll get into that another time. Oh my god, she's killing me. She's so cute.
Pretty blonde women.
But right. Not as if there's one like right in front of me. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Asumi. Asumi and Ane Sensei. Their dynamic is really cute, by the way. It's really fun to watch because you would think Asumi is like really shy and like kind of scared of people, but not really. She's a little shy at first, but she's honestly pretty sociable at times. Her and Ane Sensei have a pretty fun dynamic. I think one of the things I really like about Country Siblings is how do I phrase this? I really like how it shows, like, yes, there's the ancestral element, but it actually does show genuinely like a really heartwarming family life too, especially as you learn more about Asumi's past and that whole shebang, and like the brother's past a little bit too. Like, honestly, there's points where I get pretty choked up at it because it's just really moving. So I think you'll be surprised with the levels of emotional richness and depth that are in this little game. Saying it's little is kind of an understatement because it's
big.
Understatement. It's a big game, honestly, especially for the price. There's a lot of stuff in it. Like, I'm not even fully done with it yet.
Bang for your buck. Are you guys convinced yet? Did you add it to your wish list? Are you going to buy it? Are you gonna double dip? Buy on Steam.
If anyone bought it off DL site, thank you for the support there as well.
Yeah, bang for your buck, 74 Cs. Oh, don't mind if I do. Oh, that was cool. Good to know more about the game. I love the art, and as I said before,
Keiko's art always a win.
Opening so beautiful, sung by you. Oh,
Thank you.
so good.
You.
Please listen.
Yes. I would really appreciate everyone listening and leaving kind comments on the videos and such. In fact, the English version full-size opening music video, I think it just reached over 3,000 views. The Japanese full-size one, where are we at? I think it's getting close to over 20,000 views. It's up there. It's getting up there. It's kind of spooky.
Oh my gosh. So many people
a lot of views.
Watching the video. Oh. Exciting.
So
exciting. Cool. And then there's to think about all the people who watched outside of YouTube. 30,000 people have seen it because 30,000 people bought the game. If you think about it that way. Oh my god.
And even then, actually, if you go to the DL site page, I keep forgetting the Chobit site that they use for videos and stuff. They have the opening video on there. The short size JP opening is on there. And when I looked, it's like over 65,000 views on there.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
I don't know what the hell's happening. It's like mildly terrifying. Oh, also, Country Sibling. I forgot if I disclosed this. Let me make a quick note. When you play it in English, you get a special English opening video that you do see in the YouTube link. But also, don't be frightened, everybody. If you prefer the Japanese version, all you have to do is go to the BGM gallery in the game, and you get the short and full-size openings, Japanese and English, and you also get the full-size ending song, which is sung and written by Maki Nanori as well. So do support that also. She really is a wonderful singer, and I really love her work. She's really good.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. I have no notes.
You're literally so cool.
She always has such a way of writing really evocative lyrics. Like, I remember when I was recording for the JP opening, Natsu Tokimito, like, I got pretty choked up a couple times mid-recording because I'm just like, oh, these lyrics are gorgeous. And I really did my best to capture that vibe in the English version. I really tried. So I hope it resonates with everybody to some level.
Yeah. So beautiful.
Oh my god, sorry for cutting you off.
I can't.
I can ramble forever.
I just can't stop thinking about it. It's like definitely a song you want to like loop and like, oh, it's so pretty.
Oh my god,
both in English and Japanese. Like, you guys nailed it.
I've had multiple people telling me it's gotten stuck in their heads and stuff, which I really appreciate too, because it goes to show like it's sticking with people, you know?
Yeah. Okay, now that we've talked about Country Siblings, do you have a favorite title that you've worked on? Like, it can be singing and like, you know, lock work. Like, I feel like if I said singing, you would pick Country Siblings.
Singing, it's Country Siblings, hands down. But if we're going loc work, that actually gets a little tougher.
Yeah.
I have a few favorites. Can I name multiple
Yeah,
favorites?
don't worry. You can name multiple favorites. I don't think we all have like just one.
Okay, so one of them, I only ever played it during QA. I have not returned to it because it was a lot to take in. Maggot Babes.
Oh, yeah, I have it.
I did QA on that. Hamashima's artwork. Gorgeous. Freaking You can never go wrong with a dark clock-up game, in my opinion. But I admit, it was a lot. I think for people that are scared of Euphoria, Maggot Baits is even scarier.
It's like
in regards to a lot
turn
of
it up to
content.
like
It's like level
100.
10. Yeah, turn it up to level 100, take away the poop, and leave a lot more gore.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a lot.
yeah.
So like if you're weak to gory stuff, like I am honestly, be very careful. Although you could turn the gory visuals off. Clock-up is very good about customizing your experience that way. It doesn't take away the horrificness of the text though, be careful!
Oh, yeah.
I got very nauseous a few times playing it myself, honestly, during QA. A very moving experience in multiple senses of the word. It is a very good story, genuinely, but it is a lot to take in. So I haven't revisited it since working on it because it was a lot. One was good, it was pretty intense. But speaking of intense, dark experiences that people have a very visceral reaction to, Mochka! I did QA on that also. The recent Nitro Plus release from Jast. Super cool game. I'm really sad that I'm never gonna play one that has such cool presentation ever again in my life. The soundtrack fucking smacks. The voice acting, incredible. The presentation, I already said it, but I'm saying it again. I'm never gonna play a VM that cool again, and that makes my heart so sad. The art, it's Hamashima again, bitches. That's great. I once again got to work on another Hamashima game. Let's go. And so that was an honor. Anytime I can work on something with Hamashima artwork, it's a win. It's always a win for me. I have not had any complaints, although those are the only 2 Hamashima games I worked on as far as I remember. But if we're talking games that Asoe worked on, I actually was fortunate enough to do QA on Lilia Natsuka Painting Lies. That one is not porn, that's all ages, and it's on Steam. And it's Yuri! So if you like Yuri, and you like a very emotional but like very cozy kind of story that has a overarching storyline that kind of grows as you go through it, highly recommend. You can easily finish it like in an afternoon or 2, I think. Really good game. Really beautiful artwork, really nice voice acting and music. The opening video is super gorgeous too. Honestly, it's really up there as like one of my top favorite things I've ever worked on. When I was working on it, it made me cry like 6 times. Like, it's very moving, extremely emotionally poignant. Super good game. Highly recommend it. For anyone that has not played it yet, please give it a chance. It's really good. And if Euphoria scares you, but you're intrigued by Asoe's writing capabilities and you want to see what he can do, highly recommend Lilia Natsuka. Because he wrote Euphoria, he wrote Kuroinu, like, he wrote a lot of these really dark-ass things. He wrote Erevan, he wrote Natsu no Kusari, like, he wrote all these really dark-ass clock-up games. But then here he comes with Lilia Natsuka, which is like a really poignant, sweet, like, Yuri game with all this tenderness, and I'm like, oh, my heart!
This is like, this guy's got range.
He's got
for his stories.
Range, yeah.
That's cool.
He's incredible.
Yeah.
And then, what else have I worked on in Loke that felt like a dream? I mean, those are a lot of my top ones. What else is there? Is there anything else? I really like everything I work on to varying degrees. I can't say there's really anything I've worked on where I was like, I didn't like that. Like, for the most part. Like, maybe there's 1 or 2 where I wasn't as impressed. But most of the stuff I work on, I'm very happy to have had a part. Oh, wait. I also do Loke editing, as I said.
Yeah.
And one of the projects I'm really thrilled I was able to have edited is Ginka, another Frontwing game. I edited that one.
Yeah.
Super
pretty.
lovely little game. Super pretty, yes. Yusano's artwork is like really gorgeous.
I like the art.
Highly recommend. Super lovely little game. I had a real good time editing that one. And I want merch of the fat ass cat Gonta. I want merch of him so bad. Like, if they would just make like a life-size plush or something, I'd give it a big ass hug. Like, oh, it's so cute.
So about that, I actually have the lump of sugar cat mascot on my PC right now. I'll take a picture and show you later.
Yes.
It's so cute.
I need to see that.
Yeah.
How big is it? Is it like weighted?
It's small-ish, but it's long. Like, it's like a long cat, but like long enough.
Say long cat.
Yeah. it's small, but it's like long. You know, it's not like it's really
yeah.
heavy, but it's cute. I'll take a picture. It's
Yes.
awesome.
It's such an iconic little mascot. I instantly knew.
Okay. So are you working on anything cool lately? Anything you can talk about?
I'm working on some really interesting stuff. Some of it is like coming out very soon. I don't know if I want to say it too early. I kind of want to wait for when it's just out, but I'll say keep your eyes peeled. It'll be in like the next couple days. I've got something I worked on that's gonna be coming on out.
I think I might know. I won't spoil it, but
yeah, don't.
There's a few games coming down the pipeline.
Yes. And let me think. There's another one I've been working on that is super, super fun, and I don't know if I can disclose that I'm working on it or not, so I'm gonna err on the side of caution, but I'll say it's a different genre for me in a way, but it's very delightful, and I think the target audience for it, I hope everyone's gonna eat it up. It's really lovely. Like, it's so cute. It's really fun.
It's an announced title, but you don't know if you can say you worked on it yet?
Like, I'm on the fence. I don't know if I can or not, but it is like, out there.
Okay. Interesting.
Beyond that, anything else I'm working on, I don't think I can actively talk about the stuff I'm working on currently, like, super a ton right now, but I've got a lot in the pipeline, stuff that I've worked on that I'm really excited to talk about, stuff that I'm actively working on that I'm really excited to talk about.
Oh my gosh.
I'm a very busy bee. I do a lot of things. Well, cat, I guess, but I do a lot of things. I'm a bit of a jack of all trades, you could say, in a sense.
That's a good thing to be, though. Like, you're in demand.
True.
You're in demand.
I hope so. I hope so. Although it kind of feels that way sometimes. Yeah.
It's good to have a consistent flow of work. Yeah.
That's true, though. Yeah. I'm very grateful for people that want to work with me or who have worked with me. I'm very grateful for the opportunities and to put my skills to use in whatever ways I'm able to. It's very fulfilling, I think, is a good way to phrase it.
I'm over here like, I want to work on more things, but when the time comes, I'm like, oh, I'm too busy. I'm too busy.
Oh God. I feel that though, because sometimes I get offers for stuff where I'm like, I would love that thing, but I just have so much happening. I'm like, oh God, no. Because, like, the work-life balance is a tricky one, isn't it?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's so hard to get it right.
It's especially bad for me because I'm traveling so much these next few months, and I'm like,
oh God.
Ooh.
Oh God.
Ooh.
That is a lot. I hope you survive okay.
Yeah.
Because I know how tough jet lag type stuff can get. It's not easy.
I have memories of being in China and being unable to download a build of a game I'm working on. It was so bad.
Oh, no. That's stressful as hell. Oh God.
It was hard, but it's okay. I got it downloaded in the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it worked out in the end.
Yeah, and to say a little bit about myself, I do have a few games coming out this month, particularly soon, maybe, assuming no delays happen, and when it comes out, I'll tell you, perhaps. There's some exciting things. I might be able to give away a key or two for some of them.
That's hype.
Yeah, I'm excited. And so, let's see. Do you have anything you want to tell the people out there who are, like, interested in doing work on eroge or, like, singing and covers and stuff?
Yeah, so when it comes to, well, the songwork stuff I covered pretty thoroughly earlier, but I'll sum it up. If singing is something you want to do, even if it's just to do covers, I'm gonna say this. Interesting note. So right now I'm using an AT2020 with like a little audio interface and stuff, but that was not always my setup. Back in the day, I was using some kind of handheld karaoke mic actually to record my covers on, and then I got a blue snowflake for Christmas. This was back in like high school, but it was like a janky but cute little sphere little mic that it anchored itself onto my laptop.
Ooh.
Super, super cute. It's like a step below the blue snowball. And I used the snowflake for years. In fact, my Raka no Tobera cover, my very first one, that was recorded on the blue snowflake, actually. A lot of my older covers from back then were. Then, my Snow Halation cover is where I was gifted graciously for my birthday a Blue Yeti. And that was my steadfast mic for years. I recorded the Country Siblings opening on that mic. Steadfast mic for years. But I was recently very generously gifted the AT2020 with like the little audio interface setup and stuff. So I'm getting used to using it. I'm not totally used to it yet, but it's been wonderful. My last two covers on my YouTube channel, Catchy Catch Me and Shiroi Kisetsu from Kana Imoto, those were done with my AT2020. So, you know, I promise, no matter how jank you think your setup is, you can make it work. And actually, funny story. When I would record with my Blue Yeti, I got really creative. This is around the time I was debuting as an eroge singer. So, listen, I'm somebody who's very, I'm very budget conscious is the very kind way to phrase it. The other way to phrase it, I'm usually poor as dirt. And I have to get very creative sometimes with how to make things work for me. And I got really, really creative. I knew I needed some kind of, you know, if not perfect soundproofing, a little bit of isolation, right? So, if you're here in the States, you know for sure the magic of what I would call White Castle cheeseburgers that you can get from the freezer aisle. Have you ever seen the ones in the big ass boxes? So I got really creative one day because we like to keep them on rotation. They're a nice little fill-in thing. So I got really creative one day because, like, you know, we just brought groceries home that day. And I'm looking at that box and I'm like, wait a fucking minute. This would fit my Blue Yeti spot on. So then I got to work and I had some foam sitting around, like some of that like red like panel-y foam stuff. And I decided I'm gonna be crazy and let's cut the tabs off of this White Castle box. Let's fill it up with this red foam. And let's put the Blue Yeti in this cheeseburger box. Let me tell you something. That cheeseburger box, steadfast companion until right around the time I was gonna record for the Country Siblings opening. Because then I was gifted what I currently am using, which is a more actual proper sound isolation little shield thing. That has like the proper little foamy bit in there, but also a solid outside. But it's a little more open. It's not like a weird little closed-in cheeseburger box, you know? I had to get creative because listen,
you make it work.
We, like, my family and I were really good at stretching pennies. We're really good at stretching dollars. But I'll tell you what, at that time, there was no way I could justify getting something like what I have right now. So I had to get creative with what I had, right? And I did. And, I mean, it worked. It worked for a good while. So, you know, hey, you gotta make it work, right?
It's really amazing.
Steps you have to take. So I like to, like, some people think that might sound really jank. I like to think it's being resourceful in, like, adverse circumstances. It really does help a lot, you know? But, like, not to get too deep into that. That's not the point of this, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Resourcefulness gets you really far. You'd be really shocked. It's worth it, I do think.
You follow your dreams no matter what, and that is really admirable, honestly. Like, even without the most fancy setup, you make the most amazing and beautiful music and stuff. Like, people think you need thousands of dollars in equipment. No, you could just make it with a cheeseburger box.
You can legitimately though. Like, all of my Appetite songs, all of them were recorded in that fucking cheeseburger box with the Blue Yeti. Nothing fancy. And I didn't spend a penny on really any of it, minus like the little bit of foam and the cheeseburger thing, because I was getting groceries that day. The Yeti was a gift. But, you know, it's one of those things, right? Like, being resourceful with what you got. It may not be perfect, but you'd be shocked at how people can adapt to what you have and make it work.
Yeah.
And it worked out for a
don't
little
hold
while
back.
there.
You know? Follow your dreams no matter what. Don't let anyone tell you can't be an eroge singer. You got this. You can do this. You're awesome.
Because that's the other thing too I want to highlight. When it comes to working in eroge specifically, I want to highlight one thing. So, for me, I'm in a fortunate circumstance where my family knows and is very, very supportive. I know that working on eroge is not quite the same thing as like other lines of adult work. However, it is still adult work at the end of the day. And I highly, highly recommend, if you're on good terms with your family and like you know they're not going to judge you for it, tell them as soon as humanly possible that that's something you're doing, just so that like it's out of the way, they know. Because do you know how many awkward fucking experiences I had at first, like when I was starting QA, where like family would come stumbling on in?
Don't look at my computer.
Like, don't look at the
get out.
lady.
Please leave immediately.
Super awkward. So to cut that awkwardness quick, I was just like, I sat mom and dad down and I'm like, listen, this is what I'm doing. I love these games and I'm gonna work on them. If it makes you uncomfortable, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna not do it.
This is my dream.
It's like, yeah, do what makes you happy. So thankfully they're supportive. But it is one of those things where, but it is one of those things. I feel, even if you're in a situation where your family is not supportive, or it's just like you doing whatever you're doing, stick to your fucking guns is my top advice, and that's for a lot of things in life. Stick to your guns. There's going to be people who don't understand why you want to get involved in an adult line of work. There's going to be people who are going to judge that. They're going to look down on you for that. But if you truly love the medium and you're truly passionate about eroge or adult content, whatever it might be, right? Like I'm honestly, in general, I'm very passionate about adult content. Like I really truly am. I won't get too deep into that, but for me, it's like, I always felt the stigma toward things like that, stupid. And, you know, because at the end of the day, if I can get a little deep for a second, I always thought eroticism is just part of the essence of the human soul. It's a way that we connect with our deepest selves. Like, to me, it's almost like a borderline spiritual kind of feeling, where it's very much about getting in touch with like our deepest desires and wants and facing it head on and accepting ourselves in all of our facets, right? Eroge is one way of facilitating that. And for me, even if my family had not accepted me working on eroge, I was still going to do it anyway. Sticking to your guns is so fucking important, because I mean, first of all, to be working on eroge anyway, you have to be an adult. You have to be over 18. Like, that's the law. That's how it works. And at that point, sure, like, you might live in tough circumstances with family where, like, it might be kind of hard to fully have autonomy. I can speak from experience on that front. Sometimes that's very tough. But what's important is exercising control over the things in life that you can control, focusing on the things you are able to adjust and tweak and do what you want to do with. And you can pick your occupation anytime you want. You don't have to stick to the same thing all the time if you don't want to, but if there's something you're truly passionate about, even if like you have to do a day job to support yourself additionally, which, let me say, if I could go back in a time machine and go back to past me, 19-year-old me that got in the industry very fresh-faced, very fresh-brained, I would tell her, please get a day job to support yourself while you're doing this stuff, because it's not the best paying work. I'll be very blunt.
It's not sustainable at all, unfortunately.
It's not. And I will say, for me, I think I already said before, but I'm gonna say it again as well. For me, I find when it comes to hang on, I'm losing my train of thought. Give me a moment.
Don't worry.
It's going quicker than my
words. Hold up.
So, yes. Sorry. For my work on eroge, that's my only working experience ever in my life. I graduated high school, and I originally intended to take a gap year and then go to college for something. I never did. I got into VNQA work, and I never looked back, and I've been doing everything I've been doing since after that.
Same.
So for me, so it's like I got in the industry with no real life or post-secondary education backing me, which, like, the nice thing about the eroge industry, anybody can get in. Like, no matter your background, there's a way for you. Pinky promise. But please make sure you're taking care of yourself and your family or whoever you're supporting, or if it's just yourself, make sure you're taking care of yourself. I think is a big tip that I wish I would have been more careful about back in the day, because there are struggles I face that if I were a little smarter about things back then, maybe I wouldn't be facing as much. But at the same time, you have to think about too, the trade-off, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm working in a field I'm very passionate about. I'm very emotionally fulfilled by what I'm doing. I'm surrounded by people in my life that I would not have otherwise. And I mean, hell, like, I'm connected to people whole continents or so away from me. Never met them in person, but we're connected through the power of the internet and through, you know, language learning and all that craziness. Because, you know, I picked up Japanese when I was like 12-ish.
Oh my
somewhere in that range.
gosh.
Oh, I mean,
You're
anyway,
awesome.
you get what I mean.
Yeah.
I picked it up pretty quickly after getting into VNs. And I've been studying it for around 15-ish years-ish.
No
somewhere in
wonder
that
you're so
ballpark.
pro.
I like to
Nihongo
think of myself as
Jozu.
conversational. Yeah, まだまだだと思いますけど、ありがとうございます。
Yeah. Give us some Japanese. We've been lacking in
do
the
it? Okay.
Japanese.
That's true. That's true. I
Yeah.
meant to be translating everything I've been saying into
don't.
Japanese, and I haven't been doing it.
Yeah. Give us some.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay.
Gotta think.
Let me think. What should I say? Is there anything specific I should be saying, you think, or do I just start rattling off?
Ramble something in your brain.
Ramble something.
Yeah.
じゃあ、頑
ramble
張りたいと思います。いろいろと喋ってみます。いや、私、ね、人前で話すの本当に怖いけど、緊張しちゃいますけど、やっぱりね、この形でね、心を開いて、私のなんか考え方とかちゃんと伝わってて本当に嬉しくて、皆さんがここに来てくれて、いっぱいね、私の言葉いっぱい聞いてくれて、ありがとうございます。本当にありがたくて、すごい緊張しちゃいますけど、なんか心の中ね、最初はねすごいドキドキしちゃいましたが、今は本当に落ち着きますし、楽しくワイワイ話してますので、本当に初コラボで本当に良かったなって思ってます。There we go.
Wow, sugoi! Nihongo Jozu! So amazing. Yeah, I'm understanding. I'm pretending like I know. I hear Kokoro and I'm like, yes,
Don't worry.
yes,
I
I
got
understand.
You. I can summarize up. So
summarize for
yeah,
us.
I will translate what I just said back into English pretty much.
Wakaru.
So I'm really grateful everybody's here listening in on this collab and like listening to me spill my guts and like sharing my thought processes and just being my weird ass self. I'm very grateful that this is my first ever collab I get to do. It's been a very lovely experience so far, and I'm very happy about it and just very grateful for the whole experience and opening up to everybody, because I'm socially anxious. I'm really awkward talking in front of
You're
people.
doing
but
great.
I feel like I was really, really scared at first. My heart was like racing in my chest, super hardcore. But now I feel pretty chilled out, and I'm just able to talk easily to everybody listening in. So I'm very, very grateful that like this is my opportunity to like talk to everybody and open up to you all and everything. It's really nice, you know?
Oh man, since like Country Siblings released, I had it in my head like I want to do a little talk thing with you and like talk to you, ask you what is it like doing singing, working on eroge.
Yeah.
It took forever for me to like, you know, actually say anything and like set this up, but it actually
That's
took someone
terrible.
else like setting it up for us. But
That's true
in
too.
my head, I was like, I want to do this, and then I kind of got sidetracked with some busyness, and then I never actually
fair.
asked. And
No,
but
it's
yeah,
okay.
it's crazy how people can be a mind reader, because I literally wanted to do this for a really long time,
Yes.
honestly. And I'm grateful that you said yes, and thank
my God,
you.
yeah.
Oh.
No, God, same. I'm really grateful that you wanted to do this too, because like I was thinking about it. I'm like, surely it wouldn't be fucking weird to like come on in and be like, hey,
No.
let me just be a weird little person here in chat, but like, oh, you know,
We like,
I've never really done a collab before, but this is exciting.
I'm excited too. And you know, we've known each other for a very long time. We've met in person.
That's true too.
so some backstory. Yeah. I don't remember how many years ago that was, but like
that was back in 2016.
Yeah. Oh man, we got past. We got some past. Almost 10 years ago?
September. Yeah, it was September 2016.
Oh my gosh.
I remember this because it was just like a few months after I'd gotten involved with Loke.
Oh,
I remember this
so
distinctly.
cool. Yeah.
So you witnessed my awkwardness in person directly for yourself.
We can be awkward together. You gotta come out over here, go to another con sometime.
Oh God, I really should try one day. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Yes, it's so cool. Oh, I'm happy that this worked out and all this stuff. It's so
like,
cool.
I almost don't even want it to end. I'm like, no, talking to you is too freaking fun. I don't want to stop.
Yes, I definitely want to set up like more collabs in the future. Now that I know it works, now that I have a comfortable setup. Now that I got it out of the way, I'm like, oh, I can do this. This can work. It's really cool.
Yeah. It's really nifty.
I'm just so nervous reaching out to people like, hi,
God,
do you want to come on stream?
Right. God, I feel that because like, really in a streaming context for me, although I am trying to stream little by little, but for me, in my case, it's trying to make friends in the eroge industry. Terrifying.
So scary.
I do my best. There are people who are very friendly with me that I did not think that would be happening with. Oh my God. I'll tell you about that after the stream's done. Oh my God, I think you'll be shook.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I want to make more friends with people, but I'm so dang shy. It's just like, you gotta talk to them to be friends with them, and I'm like, I can't.
Like, honestly, I've been wanting to talk to you more, just like for shits and giggles for a long time, but I've always been kind of just like anxious to reach out because I'm like, I don't want to bother her. Like, I know we're both pretty busy people. I can't be a menace. I can't. But this is opening me up to being like, no, I have to become a menace. I have to start bothering you.
Oh, yes, I feel this. I'm like, I don't want to bother you. I don't want to bother people.
Oh, no.
Therefore, I sit in my cave and I don't do anything.
Same, like, the extent of my days, right? Like, I'm not gonna get too heavy, but like my days are like, they're not always like the happiest of times, but we make do with what we do. I take care of my mom. She's not like in the best of states. Like she's getting better day by day and stuff. She had some pretty bad medical scares at the end of last year. It was like pretty tough. So I take a lot of care of her throughout the day and sometimes at night, but she's been getting a little more independent recently. So thankfully I'm able to really look after her like during the day, and then at night I'm like a free bird or cat in this case. So I take care of my mom and of course, like, I do more typical shit, like, you know, taking care of stuff around the house and things like that. That's, like, typical people things. And I juggle that with my work-from-home stuff, and then somewhere in there when I'm not forgetting to, like, rest, which I forget to rest a lot, admittedly.
Take it easy, rest!
I really have to do that more, because my MO, I run myself into the ground way too much to where it borders on burnout, and it's not helping anybody, especially not myself. It's really not great, but... this has been really nice for me because it's kind of like a nice like mental recharge almost, because day by day like I'm doing a lot for other people, you know, and I don't look after myself as much as I should, but like getting to hang out with a friend and just shoot the shit for like over an hour is really nice. It's
I'm
like
happy.
A mental reset.
I'm so happy that this worked out. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me.
Same. I didn't mean to get heavy for a second. No, I juggle kind of.
No, it's okay.
It's a bit of a thing.
I really hope your mother gets better and that things get better for you. And like, go check her out. Go support Kitty. She's so nice to me.
Appreciated.
Thank you so much.
Oh gosh, thank you for the kind words in chat. I'm losing it.
I wish I could show you guys my face, but like I got my hands on my face and I'm like blushing. I'm like,
That's okay. My face is all red up to my ears. Cause honestly, like my fear with like public speaking type things like this, I always fear in the back of my brain that I'm not saying anything that interesting or of substance. I fear that like my voice
Yeah.
irks people, or that like I don't articulate myself quite as well as I could be. But I think that's just me being too hard on myself and perceiving my social skill or lack thereof a little bit harsher than other people might. I don't know how to phrase that very well, but does that make sense?
No, I get you. I get you. You're so nice, though. Like, it's nice talking to you. I don't talk to
No, I
people
agree.
often over mice. I'm so nervous. I'm so shy. But this whole hour and stuff, I've been feeling really comfortable, and I feel like you've been getting more at ease, and like we slowly like gotten so comfortable. And it's awesome.
Yeah, I feel like you really helped. This is gonna be a really horrible way to phrase it. I'm so sorry. I feel like you really helped loosen me up, though. Like I feel chilled out now. I feel loosey goosey. I'm not like panicking because before stream I was like,
No, yeah. Behind the scenes, she's like, and I'm like, also, like,
we were
yeah.
literally freaking out.
And then
So
I feel like
bad.
slowly over time, we're like, oh, okay, calm now. I'm relaxed. I got the nerves out. And I can't stop smiling. My face kind of hurts.
The nerves are so real, but now it's just like, oh yeah, like we're just talking to each other, like we're just friends chilling. It's okay. Like we're not enemies. We're not scared of each other. It's just socialization is kind of scary.
I'm so
or
glad.
Socialization, girl. What is that?
Women talking. Oh, I'm scared of women. They're scary.
I know.
Pretty women scary.
That's the worst part, right? 'Cause women pretty, women good. I want women in many a way, carnally, friendshiply, all of the ways. But terrifying. How do you even freaking approach people, by the way?
Oh no, I don't know. People just reply to you on Twitter. I'm like
I always feel really awkward when I try to make friends, especially with other girls for some reason. Like befriending dudes, I don't have as much of like a weird issue. Like I feel like with girls, I get kind of weird though sometimes. Like I always feel really awkward and out of my skin somehow. Don't know what that's about. Like I'm not a dude, bro. I'm not none of that. But I feel like my inner. I wonder if it's my freak tendencies. The more I'm thinking about it, I suddenly it's all making sense. The Emotes would scare so many people away, and I feel bad about that because people see that I love Euphoria and they think I'm a terrifying person. But it's like I promise, I'm a very gentle spirit. Actually,
she's very nice.
I'm not scary. The VNs I like can be scary, but I am not. Actually, I'm a freaking wuss when it comes to like scary movies. I cannot watch them. They get me really bad. Cannot do them. So I'm very tender-hearted despite my initial, despite what you might initially think by my VN tastes. I promise, not a scary person.
Don't let her taste scare you. She's nice. Just because she likes Euphoria doesn't mean she's scary. She's a good person. No. You should be her friend and you should follow her. Like, she's cool.
Yeah, you know, I gotta say, I'm so impressed with myself and my self-restraint for not freaking straight waifu gushing. 10 out of 10, good job, me.
Okay.
Restraint shown.
We're in the last hour. Go ahead, gush. Get it out. Get it out there. Let the chat know your love for her. Don't be ashamed. Go for it.
I'm not gonna. Listen, I've commissioned custom merch and everything of my sweet wife, okay? So, for context. So, yes, it pertains to Euphoria. So, my top favorite Euphoria girl is not who you might think. Nemu's okay. I don't dislike her. She's good. Kana is my wife. My one wife. My true blue, lovely, wonderful love of my life. There are so many things about her I love. Some of them are more spoilery and I cannot get into them here and I'm not going to spoiler people, so I will not talk about those. I'm going to stick to the not spoiler stuff. First of all, have you looked at her? Look at her. Look at her for like
look at
10 seconds, 30 seconds. Look at her for a second. And tell me it's not peak character design.
She's fluffy.
Listen. The black hair in a bob, the white ribbon, the cardigan, the fucking cardigan takes me out so bad. It looks so fucking soft. The things I want her to do to me with that cardigan, can't say them here,
Spicy.
but I would snuggle her. I would snuggle her. Her eyes are really cute too. I like her eye shape. Hamashima does a really good job with drawing eye shape. Really love, like, honestly, like, you look at the Euphoria cast in general, none of them have same face. They all have kind of a unique look to their face in terms of, like, how their eyes are shaped. It's kind of interesting if you compare them. Recommend doing that, but back to my wife. So, she also, her kachangas, listen. She's a little lady. She's 5 feet even. She's not that tall, but she's wonderfully curvy in wonderful ways that look wonderful. That's a lot of wonderfuls because I have to be careful how I'm speaking. But like, she's hot. That's a safe way to say that. She's cute though. She's cute too, is the thing. And oh my god, her voice. Oh my god, her voice is the epitome of making your brain fuzzy. Like, she has a really gentle voice on the whole. Like, it's a very sweet tone, very generally pretty soft voice. Not super soft spoken, but I would say it has like a very gentle edge to it. And it's very soothing. There have been many times, I actually have some of her voice lines saved on my phone, and I go back to them sometimes and I put them on and then I get knocked out like a baby like 5 seconds in. I'm like, good night. I do wish deeply that, okay, so here's my one little complaint. So I'm gonna tie this to my Tetsu in one special way. My Tetsu has a lot of ASMR, it has a lot of bonus game content, okay, like a lot of bonus stuff. Paulette's killing me. Oh my god, Paulette's killing me. Sorry, that's not... I'm gonna gush about her in a minute too, okay? I'm gonna do all the gushing here in this final moment, because I've been holding it in.
Let it out. Let it out.
I have to. So, Euphoria has audio content, like, outside of the game. It's all really lewd, though, with no, like... And it's really good. Don't get me wrong. Here's two complaints. Two complaints. One, it's mixed feeling complaint. It's always Nemu and Kanae. They're never solo. It's always them together. I'm not mad at that, but yes, I am at the same time because I want my girl solo and I can't have her solo. Two, there are binaural drama CDs for them too, but they're bundled in with the anime version DVDs, special like editions. I can't get those. I've seen collectors online get them, and I'm very jealous, by the way. But that's besides the point. They're rare to find, and guess what? Nemu Kanai again. No solo. So I'm like, damn it.
You want your girl alone.
I want her alone. I want to get her alone. She's my life. I just want to have her. Hey, I don't know how to make this work, but I have somewhere sitting a picture of my custom merch. Is there a way we can get that up on screen if I can find the picture?
You could send it to me and I'll save it and I'll load it into the stream.
Yes. Give me a moment to find it. Oh my god, I almost clicked like a random freaking screenshot from it. I don't get that. Cannot go on stream.
Don't worry.
No.
Safe with me.
Not the HCG. Can't do that.
Yeah, all my photos are locked on my phone, which my phone is in use now. But
here's I got a couple. So here are my two. Oh, please send the right way. These are my custom dockies that I commissioned back when things were a little bit easier on me, and I could manage to do that a bit easier. Like, I've gone ham for my wife. Oh, and. Let's see, can I find a good picture? Yes. I also have, I'm gonna send, this comes in multiple parts a little bit. I also have these are 3 images, I'm so sorry. A custom plush I commissioned. Like, I love her so much I've commissioned these things, because she does not have official merch, really, at all.
Yeah.
The closest, and I have some official Euphoria stuff. I have the big art book they put out like a couple years ago, I think. God damn it, has it been that long already? The little guidebook thing that they put out ages ago.
I bought that. The
the
art book.
Yeah.
The recent one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the recent one. So good, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like how glossy the pages are. It's like really well made. The also, shit, I'm blanking. The wall scroll with Nemo and Kanai on it.
Yes.
I can't divulge the content of it. It's kind of spoilery, but I can't hang it up. But listen. If it were up to me, I want to take Nemu's place on that tapestry. She can scoot over. She can sit in the corner somewhere. It's fine. Move, Nemu. Let me in. Put me in, coach, as they say. The dockies do have backsides. I will not be showing them.
Yeah, the dockies are lewd, aren't they?
They're not full nudity or nothing. It's kind of PG-13 actually, but to be safe, I don't want to get your channel nuked. But also, I will tell you what the designs are on the back of each docky.
You can go to Twitter to see the full version.
Yes, yeah, I do have a lot of pictures on there of the docky. You'll have to scroll through a little bit, but they're there. But the custom plush I got because as I've mentioned many a time, I'm a very anxious person, and if I have to go out places, especially if it's places I'm not familiar with, terrifying. I am a wreck. But the Kanai plush I have is handheld. She's done in the style of like the Tsum Tsum things. So she's handheld. She's portable. I can't take a docky out with me, just out and about.
Oh, you say that, but okay, I did that.
I wouldn't do that. Did you?
Yeah, I took a docky out in public once when I was like 15. It was safe. It was safe for work, I swear. But I took a docky out in public. I got photos of it. Oh, it was funny.
Definitely try to get like a fully safe for work docky that has no traces of ecchi on it.
Yeah.
Because that'd be really liberating, actually, even if people would judge.
Take her to a con. Take her to a con.
Yeah, just take her somewhere. Be like, it's my life.
Yes.
I've had some people who see my docky be like in person, like they'd come over or whatever, and they'd be like, I recognize her, and I'm like, I sure hope you do, buddy.
You recognize her? Uh-oh.
Yeah, right? I'm like,
what do you know? Do you know?
Right, like, how much do you know? Like, if you're at the junction and I'm at the junction, what does that make us? Uh-oh. Right?
Yeah.
But, I also, I can show one of these. I can show a couple of them. I also went hard at one point in time getting so many fucking skebs.
Oh, yes. I do that.
There are many I cannot show. They cannot be clicked here. No.
Same.
But, however, yeah, you understand the story.
I understand.
But I gotta scroll through and find them now. Oh god, it's gonna take a second. There's one particular one I'm a big lover of because it's just so cute. The person did draw myself a little shorter than Kanai, which is really funny because actually in real life I'm only 2 inches taller than her. I'm 5'2", she's 5 foot even.
Oh my god, you're taller than me?
Yeah, a little bit probably.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Oh shit. That tracks. I do remember when I was patting your head that one time. I do remember I had a little more leverage over you, and I was kind of excited because I've never been taller than somebody.
I'm short.
Not generally.
Sorry. Can't help it.
No. It's not apologies. It just makes for good hugs. I assume. Probably. Let's find the god. How many fucking fan arts have I saved? Jesus.
Oh yeah, I got my commission folder all locked and loaded, full of art. It's crazy in there.
I found the one. I found it. We're good. We're so back. Found it.
It's so cute. I'll save this real quick and show it.
Yes, please.
Just a moment.
Like, of course, like I've been gushing about like her physicality and things like that, but honestly, we're going non-spoiler mode, which I am. I kind of want to talk a bit about, it's gonna get a little deep, but I want to talk a little bit about what she means to me from the lens of the game Euphoria impacting me in like the depressive wave I was in. So some of you know the full details of the story. I'm not spoiling. Don't spoil shit in chat. If you do that, I'm gonna be pissed. Now.
I'll keep an eye out.
So do
I read the game. I know what to look for.
Thank you. Yes, protection.
Don't.
Oh. So, let me catch everyone up to speed as to who Kanae is for people that are not familiar. So she is your childhood friend, who is very like she's been with you like since childhood and everything, right? She's there, and she's very steadfast, loyal to you, or Kesuke in this case. And so she has like she's in like a really tough situation with everyone. Like they're all struggling in their own ways, but her thing is she does a very good job of trying to be like the moral support pillar of the girls. Like Natsuki Sensei does that too to a degree, but I feel like Kanae is really Kesuke's like #1 confidant. She's really there for him a lot. Yeah, she's the big comforter of the group. I mean, she comforts Rika a shit ton too. Poor little Rika.
She looks like I want to hug you. Yeah, she's like comfy big boobies.
Yeah, right? Oh, I would. Absolutely. 10. She's got a very warm and comforting aura to her. And that really drew me in. Because, like, I was in... Now, looking back, I would say it was still a pretty bad wave of depression, but it's not the worst I've been through. I've been through worse since. But it's, like, up there. But, you know, it's funny. When I first went into Euphoria, I thought Rika was going to be my favorite. I have a weird trend of really liking characters named Rika. Very funny trend where that
Higurashi Rika.
Higurashi. I love Rika. Yeah, I love her. I love Rika from the Gibril series. Like a lot of love them. I do love Euphoria's Rika too. People are really mean to her, and I don't like that. I'm a Rika defender till the day I die. She is this scared, sweet little thing in a really, really horrifying situation. She's just reacting realistically. Sure, she gets really loud and she has her selfish moments, but who the fuck is actually acting rationally in that kind of situation? I don't think any of you would either. You can act big and tough, but you know you wouldn't. I wouldn't. I would be a lot closer to Rika in terms of behavior, for sure, in that situation. So I related to her a lot in that. But Kanae, though, she is like the comfort pillar of the girls.
Yeah.
She's there for Kesuke, but she's there for everybody, though, too. She just wants to take that burdensome load off your shoulders, right? Very gentle person. And that combined with her voice and the character design and the way that she's written, I'm just like, oh, I can't do this. I was like, I think I was midway through her route when I very quickly realized, like, oh, I'm in love with her. Like, this isn't just like, oh, very cool character. Like, I need to be so fucking for real with everybody right now. I'm legitimately in love with her, and I have been loving her for like over a decade at this point, which means I was years old at the time. Delicate age, can't be saying that.
Yeah.
You can do math, but like, you know, she's been a very vital part of my life, and so it's been very like honestly, I notice.
Yeah, when are you getting married?
Yeah, when I know, right? You know, I thought about trying to figure out how to get some kind of little momentum kind of thing that would like kind of signify that without it being like weird, but I haven't figured out what that would be yet. If anyone has ideas, I'm open to hearing them. But it's funny because I'm noticing anytime I try to sleep in an environment that does not have my doggies, I can't fucking sleep. I need at least one of them to hug onto so I can actually sleep. Otherwise, like, it's not good. I'm not gonna sleep. It's really bad. But it's because she has such a comforting presence. Like, as soon as I can see she's right next to me, even if it's just like a doggy, I'm like, oh, I'm okay. And I know some people would hear that and they're concerned, they're worried, they're like, well, how does that impact your social life? But here's the thing. When I was age range, I was severely bullied in school. I was not treated very kindly. People looked down on me a lot. They were very, very rude and mean to me just because like I was different. They could smell something was off about me. They didn't fully know what. I know what it is now. They knew what it was though, I guess, because they sniffed it on me and they're like, oh, she's fucking weird. We can't be friends with this weirdo. Or like when I'd get to high school, people did beep.
Beep beep beep.
When I was at that part of my life, they did this really cruel thing. where they would do that thing where it's like, hey, such and such is so interested in you.
Kids.
And so I'd be like, wait, they were? And so I'd ask, no, it was just a cruel prank, you know?
That is evil. That is messed
It was
up.
pretty bad. It was pretty bad. And so that whole, like, my whole experience having such poor socialization moments like that, like, just struggling that bad and not being accepted and not really having many friends. Like, I can count how many friends I had in those years on one hand. They're still in my life. I love them dearly. But, like, I was never popular or very social. Like, I was honestly very withdrawn and shy and like terrified of people. So basically not that different from where I am now. But you know, when I can kind of hide myself behind this cute cat girl avatar, it's a little easier for me to socialize. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's easier when they're not looking at your face. You're looking at a cute anime girl right now. You don't see what I look like.
Yeah, like they're hearing my spirit. They're hearing like my mind and my inner feelings and stuff, but they don't have to actually perceive me fully, because that feels terrifyingly vulnerable in a way that I don't like. Like, taking selfies is one thing. I don't mind doing that, but being on like video, I just don't love it. It's scary.
Yeah. Spooky.
But for me, it's like, you know, so for me, visual novels were always a huge comfort. They were my safe space to feel loved and desired and cared for, and to have that space of like, you're wanted here, you know, even if it's like a fucked up, like, you're in these white rooms and you're doing horrible things. And there was Kanai though, always supportive and warm.
She was there to
nurturing,
hold you when you're down.
Yeah.
She was your escape.
It's like, yeah, and so for me, the most delicate way I can think to phrase it, she was there for me when no one else really truly was full on. Eroge has always been my sanctuary. And it's through Eroge that I've gained the courage to try and become more social. If it weren't for visual novels, I wouldn't be right here right now talking to you all. Like, I don't know what I would be doing with my life.
What would we be doing? Where would our life be?
I don't know if I would have met you or anything, which would have been sad.
Yeah, I can't imagine our lives any other way, honestly.
No, me neither. And like, and I guess if I can, I've gushed a lot about Kanai, but actually, I want to take a minute to gush about Paulette, because here's the startling thing. For the first time in over a decade, I'm getting another character who's getting dangerously close up to that, like, legit, like, I'm feeling for her ceiling. We're getting there with her.
She's a
cutie. God. She is really, really cute. And I think I'm noticing a trend. I have a thing for bobbed cut women with like decent sized kachangas, and they have a warm, fluffy personality with like that nurturing vibe.
Good choice.
Trend. Trend. I bet you're curious what my top 4 ranking is for my Dexu.
Yeah.
Very difficult.
Go tell me. Tell me. I want to know.
These are my top 4 so far, just of what I've played so far. Paulette, Fukami, Hibiki, Akurane. Those are my top 4
Hibiki,
right now.
my wife. I love her.
She's so cute.
I love her.
Isn't it great that Himari voices her and Kanai? That's so funny.
Himari love. Himari love.
We love the range, the versatility.
She's so cute. So cute.
Paulette's cuteness is too much. Like, honest to God. So, like, she has a work-safe ASMR that I've been binge listening to, and I get really upset and stressed out at work. There's a very particular track. It's the first track. The whole bit, a good bit of it, she's just petting you, and she's doing the Iko thing, and I'm like, oh,
I gotta listen to this. I need studying.
It's so based. But it's one of those things where it's like, I think that's the thing that makes me a little bit sad when people mock eroge or they look down on it, because it's like, these are really truly comforting pieces of media for people. I think people are scared of that because it tackles intimacy, it tackles sex. It
has sex, it's gross. Ugh,
but
don't like that.
At the same time, like, it kind of loops back to what I mean. Like, when I say, like, I feel like I was fully accept, like, eroge made me feel fully accepted. That's a part of the puzzle too. Like, I, for a long time, did not feel desirable. I didn't feel, because people weren't paying me attention back then. Nope. No, you know? And it was very lonely, and eroge was like an anchor for me to be like, listen, these people are like characters, like they're not real people, but they feel really real, and I feel, you know, some would hear that and be like, get on some meds, girl, but it's like, no. Fiction stir us very deeply, and it's a very moving experience. And I agree with that comment too. I think it does attract creators who have passions and desires and thought processes that don't line up with traditional media. Eroge is truly like a free-for-all, like, go ham and just see what sticks and, like, express yourself. And I think that's the heart of why eroge resonates so hard with me, and why I'm so grateful to be in this industry, because I felt like I was wrong for existing for a very long time, but I'm very grateful that the work I do proves, like, no, I have a place here. People care about me. People love me. People don't want to see me, like, fail and struggle and go through the ringer so hard all the time. Like, people are rooting for me, and I, you know, that sounds kind of egotistical when I say it that way, but that's not how I'm intending it. It's just very comforting to kind of realize, you know, I don't, like, I'm very socially anxious, but I don't have to hold on to that all the time as like, oh, that means nobody gives a shit about me, or like I'm not worth shit, or things like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the world is a better
scare
place.
Me. I'm very scared of socializing, but I like to think that generally people are good, that they want good, they want others to experience good things. I look at the world kind of through that, maybe it's a bit naive, but I look at the world through that kind of softer lens. That's just how I operate. And I'm very grateful people don't immediately write me off. I'm so used to writing myself off and discrediting myself that I kind of forget, like, the way I perceive myself is not the way others perceive me. I'm just really hard on myself, you know? So, God, sorry, I didn't mean to get all fucking deep there.
It's
like
okay.
That. Oh my God.
See, the world is a better place with you in it, and we're happy to have you here. And anyone who's feeling sad, just remember your life is worth living, and even if time is hard, you know, it will get better. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm bad at my words, but I want you. I was also like, you know, back in the day, anime wasn't cool, so like I was one of the weird kids. You know, like, look at that freak over there.
Oh my God, yeah.
Likes anime. Ugh, disgusting.
Yeah.
One of the weirdos in our class.
Yeah. Ugh. I'd be fucking yapping about Sailor Moon, and kids would be like, what?
No, see, we were watching Dokuro-chan in elementary school.
Oh my God. Wait, that's parkour.
Yeah. No, we were weirdos, okay? We were the weirdos.
God, true.
But yeah, see, don't feel sad, because you can be happy instead.
Like, I guess, like, my way of articulating a similar sentiment, I'm somebody, full disclosure, I experience adversity and hardship on a very regular basis. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. I don't lead, like, the easiest life. I struggle a decent bit through things. But you'd be very surprised how many people are willing to extend their hands out to you and be there with you and support you through those times. You'd be very surprised also that, like, things do get really hard, and they do feel like the world is ending often, right? Like, you sit there and you're freaking out. It's, oh my god, the chaos, what the fuck's happening? But Euphoria has actually a really good quote in there that I regularly go to when I'm having particularly not so good thoughts. Where is it? I have a direct screenshot. Where did I put it? I directly screenshotted it so I would never forget it, because it's that important to me. Let me quickly find it. If I can quickly find it, that would be so good. This will take a second. Patience, please. Sorry that I'm making things run a little longer than they probably meant to.
I'm glad that we were able to talk.
No, same. I'm having a really good time. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, wait, I'm coming up to it. I think, I hope so. I'm doing a lot of impromptu singing that I didn't think I'd be doing today. That's okay. Although it is a little bit different from full-on singing a thing. Like, if anyone were to ask me, like, sing the country sibling song, I couldn't do it right now.
No, you need to warm up. You need to practice. You need to be in the mindset.
I memorized it pretty well, but oh man, hang on, I'm very close to it. I hope. Where is it? Wait, you know what's even easier? Hold on, I can just search for it. Sorry, this is taking a minute. Everyone.
Don't worry.
Patience.
Yeah, you gotta do a sing stream one of these days.
Oh, I'm playing on it. I gotta figure out the logistics, but I fully intend to. Where? Screenshot, we're coming up to it. Come here. Come here. Where is it? Why can't I see it? That's not the one. That's not the one. That's not it. Hold on. There's a very specific quote, though, that I always go back to. Where is it? Why is it like Twitter deleted my stuff? What is happening?
No. Yeah, Twitter's bad about that.
Hold on a second. Laptop check. We're gonna obnoxiously go to my saved pictures. Is it in here? If it's in here, that would sure be great. Uh-oh, I don't see it. Oh, no. Hold on. Well, anyway, there's a really good quote in there. I want to quote it directly. Be patient. That it really gets to the heart of, like, when I'm really in the struggle pits, I regularly go back to the quote because it really just, it's that important to me. I have to think of a way to keep it. There's like a couple quotes. I found one of them. So one of them perfectly encapsulates what I was trying to say in far fewer words and in a way that's more like succinct. So this first quote comes from our lovely Natsuki sensei. I'm gonna go ahead and read it to everybody. No matter how dark it is, morning will definitely come. Just believe in that and press forward. That one gets me through really tough times. But there's another one in particular I always go back to. Where the fuck is it? Because that one's good, but when I pair it with the other one both together, it's gotten me through times where I wasn't so sure I wanted to keep living, I guess is like the way I can say that without breaking TOS.
Yeah.
Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. I'm sorry. I almost got it. I promise. Taking a moment. Taking a moment. Found it. Okay, I'm gonna read this one too. This is the one that really gets me, and this is like the core of what I want to say, but like smartly said. There were a lot of problems still at hand, but everything would work out since we're still alive. Anything will work out if you're alive.
This is true.
That's something I really want people to remember. Life gets very chaotic and terrifying and a lot, but those quotes really keep me together, and that's why I think the OVA does the game total injustice. You don't get to see those moments in the anime. You don't. You really don't. So people have this image, like it's this hardcore, terrifying thing. Oh my god. People who like it are scary and they're gonna kill people or whatever.
Read the visual novel. Read the visual novel.
There's a lot of themes of like keeping yourself going in adversity and, you know, as the Bee Gees once said, staying alive, you know, that whole vibe. That was kind of a comedic way to put that, but you know what I mean? So eroge has always been a sanctuary for me. Euphoria really dug deep into my heart in a time where I really needed it, and I go back and revisit it pretty frequently when I need to have that moment of like, I'm gonna be okay, you know? Is it like an unconventional comfort series? Maybe, but when you play the VN, you understand there's actually quite a lot of comforting nuggets in there, and I think it's the combo of like those quotes and Kanai's really comforting presence that really make it for me. I mean, there's other stuff I could one day pontificate about. Maybe one day I'll do like an all spoilers stream and talk about that in depth.
Yes, spoiler zone, talking freely.
But it's one of those things where I'm just very grateful that I've gotten to pour my heart out for this long. I did not mean to keep us here for over 2 hours, but I hope it's okay.
Don't worry about it. We got time here. It's a holiday.
That's
technically.
true. That is true. True.
Mm.
Very true, actually. Good point. Good point.
And like, you don't pick your comfort eroge. Your comfort eroge picks you.
It finds you.
It
Yes,
finds you.
it
When
finds
you when you're lost, it finds you.
What is yours?
Oh my gosh. That's a tough question. Honestly, really back in the day, I was really obsessed with the visual novel School Days.
Oh,
I
shit.
mean, technically, I still am. I have like the fancy big box for
Ooh,
the
nice.
Japanese collector's edition that they put out like a few years ago. I got like the Jazz collector's edition too. I was like obsessed. I have cross days, I have shiny days, I have like
Oh my god.
I have
Yeah,
I have
whole
the
gangster.
figures. I have the figures from the series. Yeah.
Ooh,
That
that's pretty.
the merch was like difficult to find because it's kind of old, but
Really?
well, like
Oh,
the
yeah, I guess that
figures
makes
mostly. The figures and some of the dockies were hard to find for a bit, but I just
yeah.
that's my
Dockies are always
comfort. In a weird
Yeah.
way, it's definitely up there. It's why I'm here now. Let's just say that. If I wasn't
Yeah.
obsessed with it back in the day, I don't think I would be here. I like the
Yeah.
anime. I was too young watching it, but I'm happy that
Feel that.
it changed my
That was me back
life.
in the day
It changed my
when I would
life.
watch, yeah, that was like me back in the day when I would watch freaking like Shuffle. Oh, that I
yeah,
want to look
yeah,
up.
yeah. Shuffle has a
They
VN.
said did an anime do like the original source material justice? I stand forever by the spicy opinion. Maybe the Shuffle anime is superior to its source material.
Ooh. Think so?
I think so. Because like the original VN, like it's sweet, it's slice of life, it's fun. I love what they did with the story in the anime, though. It took it in kind of an unexpected direction, but I dug it. And, you know, it quickly made me realize I have such a thing for childhood friends with short, kind of bobbed hair and fucking ribbons.
You have a type.
I have a type. I have a fucking type.
Oh, man. And since people keep asking, I'll tell you 2 games that I worked on a while ago that I really liked and I think you should check out. It's called Nana Iro Reincarnation and Kimagure Temptation. They're both tangentially related, but read Nana Iro first. And the true root for that one, that took me out. I was sobbing so hard.
Oh my
Please
God.
go into this blind.
I've heard really good things about that one. I haven't played it yet,
It's-
but I probably should.
It's
the art's really
tragic. It's tragic, but in like a really good way. Like it'll get you crying, and
I do like to cry, I guess.
I mean, the other roots are good, but the true one stands out. I think it's kind of difficult because if you read the other ones, you'll get spoiled in a way. Because they're all like related. So it might be one of those things where you should either read your favorite character or read the true root first and then go back and read the other ones for more context.
Interesting. So it's kind of backward because Mochka. Interesting thing about that one, you technically can access the true route on your first playthrough. It's not recommended that you do that though.
Oh, okay.
You can, but you shouldn't do it. It works kind of in like a ladder structure. It's very interesting how the routes all build onto each other. That one's an intense ride too, but also here's the thing. Clock up is nice to you. You can filter things. You know what you can't do in Mocha?
You can't filter the gore and dirty things. Oops.
So I got to see some pretty crazy things.
I've heard about a certain scene with a knife or what was it? A screwdriver. Screwdriver.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I've heard about it.
Something. I felt something there. Terrifying feelings.
See, I really want to get this on a physical copy, you know, because it's awesome. But like, it's really difficult for English releases to get physical copies these days, and like,
It is.
maybe I'll
very
buy a
sad.
Japanese copy and then buy the English version digitally or something.
That's one way to do it.
I just want it on my shelf, to be honest. I like looking at it.
Very fair.
I like owning things, okay? I like having them on my shelf. I like displaying them.
No, I
I'm
understand
very
that.
proud of this, of my collection. So when companies put out physical releases of their games, I always try to buy them, you know? Give them my support and take my money.
No, I think that's good. Support is important.
Oh, and for Nanairo and Kimaten, I was a QA tester. Woo! That's generally what I do.
Yay!
I don't edit. You're cool. You get to edit. I don't edit. If I were to edit, I think I wouldn't have time, or I don't know if I'm experienced enough. And
if it's any
want to
comfort, I didn't
try.
really feel like I was either, but I mean, really, the main thing is just doing it. Like, I didn't feel like I had the right background to do editing or anything, but it's been okay. It's been fine.
I want to get more progress. Give me,
You got it.
give me more work. Give me like a chance, companies. I'm down. I'm open.
She's very diligent. Give her work.
But I'm so shy. I kind of want to like work on a Nuki gear or something. Low pressure. Nothing like, you know, if it was something long, I might get overwhelmed.
What would be, I guess I'm going to throw a question at you, totally impromptu. If you had to pick, like, it doesn't have to be a specific VN, but like, if you had like what would your dream VN look like? Like, if you were to, like, you had full creative control, like, to have a VN of your dreams put right in front of you, what would it be?
Horror. Horror. I love something scary, something dark, something unsettling. I like moe stuff, but my main genre is something darker. I like something scary. I really like zombies.
Kind of one and the same, where it's like we have a unassuming visual look to us, but the underbelly. It's just morbid.
I like something scary. I like something that'll make you like feel something. I want something that'll make you cry. And like fluffy romance, yes, it's good. It's cute, but I want something dark and scary, and like I want the girls to like escape and be happy and be like, oh my god, we made it out of this alive. I'm so happy to be with you. So cute. I want them to suffer, but cutely.
I understand what you mean, like, suffer, but there's also like freaking
I love cute.
Oh god, like there's like little bits of silver linings to it, even if it's like very morbid.
Yeah.
Something like that, I think.
Yes.
I feel like my dream is, oh god, what answer am I looking for? Can I give the kind of coon brain answer?
Yeah, go for it. Tell me.
My dream of all times, there's a couple answers and they're kind of related. Okay, we know the hit Nukige series Emoto Paradise, right?
Yes.
Where the hell? I want one of two things to happen. Where's my Onechan Paradise?
Ooh, Onechan
Paradise. Where are either of them? I want a harem of cute little brothers, or a harem of like just these wonderful Onechans.
Onechan Para. Ooh, I could live with that.
Yeah, right? Like, I'm not against Emotos. I mean, obviously, country siblings, hello. Not against them at all. But I love Onechan types. I love a nurturing lady.
A mommy
can
Onechan.
Take care of you. Yeah. Like, and I don't mind ones who are more teasy and seductive. Those are really fun too. But I also love like the more nurturing types. I'm just like, oh, my heart. But like, I've always been curious about Ultimate games, but none of the ones I've seen usually appeal to me. And I think it's because the guys usually aren't my type. I don't want to get too spicy. Let me think of a clean way to say this. I like subservient men.
Okay.
I like subservient men who are obedient and lovely in that way.
Okay.
And I like really cute, kinda Shota-esque types. That won't get you bonked, right?
No, I don't think so.
Pray. Yeah, I love those kinds of things a lot. Like, one Shota based, one lolly double, triple based, and I hate that I can't find more stuff catered to that. That makes me sad. I want more of that in my life. One lolly Shota, the Holy Trinity. I feel like it's very rare, but if it's there, that would be like that would be the dream.
I can't think of any like that, but I haven't looked too deeply.
I can think of like, the closest I can think of where it's like, no, it's not. I lied. That's all lolly show together. That's not what I'm thinking. Damn, that's tough. See, here's the problem. My brain goes so galaxy that some of these concepts, they don't exist in VNs usually. Like, you could probably find them in DL site ASMRs. I've seen a few. But, like, finding them in, like, VN is, like, tough. And
the
maybe
market
I'm just not
isn't there yet.
But the market's not there yet, but I am. Waiting.
You're the buyer with thousands of dollars in your pocket, like, give me.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. Like, for me, I love a good story-focused VN, but honestly, I fucking love Nukige. I love them so much. First of all, they get really fucking creative and nutsy with the wording. They get very creative and like bonkers with the seeds sometimes. I mean, they do get pretty nutty.
Nutty?
Yeah. They're probably I remember him. I haven't watched Wolfrain in a hot minute though. But yes, Nukige for some reason for me, love them. I think they're super enjoyable. Don't get me wrong, I'm not allergic to a Nukige kind of blending a story in, but sometimes I just want mindless boinking, that like seeing where they take that boinking. But also some Nukige get kind of like heartfelt at times, which is quite lovely. I don't blame people for not having patience for them though. Like, it does take a certain fortitude. And don't get me started, when you're QAing them, it's not about, oh, these are so hot. No.
It's painful.
You have to be meticulous. And it is painful. Like, not the fun kind of painful. Not like, I taped myself raw. No. It's the painful of, I read this scene 3 motherfucking times. We're going back through it again. Are there typos? Is this bug fixed? What's going on here? Chaos.
Yes. See, the things people don't see are like, oh my gosh, you have to read this very closely and it takes a very long time and you're like, okay, yeah, this scene may be hot, but like, I had my limit 5 minutes ago and I just want this to be over with. Cause like, if you're just like reading to like, you know,
you're just
do
things.
And,
like, carefully skimming it. Like, yeah, like when you're QAing, you're not looking at it like a consumer, where it's just like, oh, I get to like cool my brains at. No,
you have to read it
thoroughly. Like, you have to actually carefully pay attention, which means I work really hard QAing, but it means like the stuff I've worked on, typos have slipped through sometimes, because it's like when you read things enough times, your brain starts to autocorrect it. So you will miss things sometimes. I really try to be thorough, but sometimes the brain is like,
So, about that actually, there's a thing called, like, there's an accessibility feature where it will read the line out to you. And I love that feature for QA. Yes, some VNs have it, some don't. But like, I like having the TTS read the dialogue to me because I'm like, oh wait, that line sounded kind of funny. Let me reread that myself and like, you know,
That's a fucking game changer. I didn't even think about that.
Okay, well, some don't have it, but If they do,
True.
it's really useful. Believe me,
I'm gonna steal
I
that
love
idea.
turning that
If
thing on.
anything I work on has.
You'll be
If
like,
anything I work on in the future has that, I'm using that. That is so clever, genuinely. It didn't even occur to me.
the main character just speaking in TTS. It's so funny. I love it.
That's really
I love
funny.
it.
Oh shit.
Goated
You know what's funny?
feature.
Country Siblings has
Mm.
TTS support.
Oh, it's genuinely useful in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. It may be slow because you have to listen to the full voice line, but you're listening to it. You can hear, oh, there's missing a word there. That sounded
Yeah.
weird. Let me
You're like, that don't sound right.
think about
Hold
that
on a
more.
second.
Yeah. So anytime a game has that feature, I turn it on.
That's clever.
I like
Genuinely,
it.
it slipped my mind that that's something I can even do. I don't know what, like, I swear, I like to think I work hard, but sometimes I make things a lot harder on myself than it
Yeah.
has to be.
Yeah.
So that's something I'm trying to get better about, like trying to find ways to make things like work smarter, not harder.
Definitely.
'Cause sometimes it feels like I'm pushing the gas on like empty, you know?
These games are long, so you gotta like, you know, give yourself some breaks. You
Yeah.
gotta let your mind rest, let your eyes rest, and take it easy.
That's true too. Sometimes I get eye strain when I'm doing too many hours. It's like I probably could balance this better.
I've definitely been there. The eye strain is real. Even now, I'm
It's
like,
so bad.
oh, my eyes are getting a little tired over here.
And even worse, like, you know that rule that they say, like, you need to look at something 20 feet away from you for 20 seconds or something like that? How fucking far away is 20 feet? How do people know that? How do they know that?
I don't know, but I just looked out my door just now, and I think that's like 20 feet, and like, I'm resetting my eyes.
I'm looking at the deal by me also. Staring at it.
Yeah.
Staring right at it.
This is so cool. Just talking. Oh, it's been
Isn't
so
it? I
nice.
like it. Like, I never realized the joys of what collabing would look like, but I'm kind of grateful because it's twofold. Like, we get to connect in this way and have fun talking to the audience and stuff, but also I feel like it's helping me reconnect with like an older friendship because I don't get to talk to you all that much outside of work stuff.
I'm
And
sorry.
I want to. I'm just been too cowardly.
I'm shy too.
No. No, it's not that I'm sorry. It's more like I'm thanking you because it's giving me a catalyst to do that more. Because I've always thought like you're really cute and cool and like I don't know. I've always really admired you and like how hard you work on your own stuff and like all the cool shit you get to do. And I'm just like, oh man, like. I wish that you know what I mean? Sometimes I like I see how hard like you work and like you travel your ass off and I'm like holy shit, like how cool is that to get to go to all these different places, you know? Like I mean I'm sure it's exhausting, but also you get to meet so many people and see things that you wouldn't have gotten to see otherwise, you know what I mean?
I know,
So I feel like
yeah.
that's really neat.
I think you need to start funding your Japan trip, and then you should go meet all your idols and like.
Oh god. You know what's funny?
It'll
Like,
be so cool.
literally, like Dingodin and Himari on more than one occasion have talked about wanting to feed me stuff, and I'm like, oh god.
Do it! We need to make this work, guys. We
get
need
my
to
ass
fund
over
her
this
trip to
somehow.
Japan. It's a bit of a journey. I have actually done the journey myself, being from that side of the planet to Japan, and it is very tiring, but it is so much worth it. And if you ever go to Japan, take me with you. I'll be there. I'll be there.
Yes, I was gonna say, God, yeah, like, oh my god, if I could go with friends so I don't have to do it alone, that would be so good. Because, oh my god, having friends, I mean, having people that know what they're doing would be 10 out of 10. Because I would have, like, I have conversational skill. If I got lost, I could get around. But going alone sounds kind of scary.
We'll be eroge shoppers! Yippee! It's so cool.
Eroge chaperones, let's go. Because they're gonna see me coming on in with the little shop, and I've got my little piggy purse. Oh yeah, I have a purse with a stuffed animal pig. I'm gonna be coming in, they're gonna be like, are you actually over 18? Like, yes, a stuffed pig.
I'm 18, I swear.
Right?
We look like
All
kids, but
characters
we're
in this
like,
are over
we're
18.
old. We're old, I
Yeah.
promise.
It's true. Baby-faced, but of age.
It's so cool, yeah. if you make your way out there, we gotta plan something. We gotta plan to go together one of these days. That'd be so cool.
Fingers crossed. I have so many friends I'd love to go with, honestly. Like, if the opportunity ever came, like, oh my god. Like, the main thing that stopped me so far, mainly the mom care stuff. Like, I'd feel fucking horrible, like, if I left her alone.
You can't just do that.
But because she's gaining more independence and stuff like that, and, like, getting better about, you know, being able to do some stuff easier, because, like, to give a little extra context for what had happened, she had a stroke back in July, so we've been, working with that, and she's making really good progress at getting back to pretty functional and stuff, but, like, it's been a fucking trip getting back to that. It's been hard. Like, I almost lost her a couple times. It was really, really difficult.
I can't imagine what you are going through with that, so and I'm sure everyone else is, like, praying that things get better, your mom gets better in her recovery.
Yeah, like, there's other stuff about my living situation that's pretty unpleasant. I'm not gonna go into it. It's okay. Like, it's sucky, it's not fun, but, like, I'm surviving it for now.
Life is difficult, but look at you. You're amazing. You're doing great. You got eroge singer under your belt. You got, like, so many titles you've worked on. You're awesome.
It's hard, but at the same time, like, two things can be true at once. I lead a pretty challenging life, and I do struggle a decent bit. But at the same time, I also, you know, I've accomplished dreams I didn't think I was ever going to in my lifetime, you know? So I have to really take the good where I can, and that's one of those good things where I'm like, hell yeah, you know, I'm succeeding at this shit. Like, it's not all bad. Like, sometimes it feels like it's all bad, because it's very easy to get stuck in, like, here's what's going wrong, and this isn't so great, and this is, you know, but it's very comforting when I can remind myself, like, no, it's not all bad, and, you know, there are some good things going on, and I can focus on some of the things that are going right, because it sort of hardwires my brain to be a little bit more optimistic in a way, because I've had people tell me before, like, that I look at the world through a toxic positivity lens, and I don't agree with that.
No.
It's more like really trying to make the best of what I have under pretty adverse circumstances. If I can very briefly do that, can I very, very briefly dig into my birth lore a little bit? I talked about it on my birthday stream that I did.
Yeah.
But I want to kind of give a little
bit of
If you're
comfortable with it, please feel free.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm very comfortable. So I'm not a stranger to leading kind of adverse life shenanigans. I was born 5 months prematurely, and I was born 1 pound 12 ounces, somewhere in there. And I had a 10% chance of survival. Technically, I wasn't supposed to survive, but through magic of surgeries, I had heart issues, and I had perforated bowels and stuff. It was pretty bad, because I wasn't fully cooked. We came out 5 months early, so yeah, I didn't fully cook, as you could say. So I was, you know, I'm born 5 months premature. I have to stay in the NICU for like 5 months as well. I didn't come home until like October, you know, so it was very tough, but I was thankfully able to have surgeries, and those helped me to get strength back and to actually survive and beat the odds. I remember Mom told me back in those days, during the initial bits of like trying to get me situated, one of the nurses kind of pulled her aside and was saying, like, the chances for babies like her are pretty low. Like, you know, you might want to start making funeral plans.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Horrible shit.
I mean, like, oh.
Horrible. Right? Like, even if that's true, why would you say that to
give
a
the
poor
mom
mom
some
that's, like,
time.
freaking out?
Yeah.
Right, let her process what the hell's happening. That's fucking crazy. So awful. But I was able to and like, I will say, I brushed very close to death like 3 or 4 times. Like, I did almost die like a few times, but thankfully did not. I kicked it in the face and was like, no, I've got more to do here. So my 10% chance of survival boosted by 90%, which means I made it to 100% survival. And so here I am now kind of being uncomfortably TMI in this collab stream, but I think it's just to illustrate, like, life is very hard and challenging, but you'd be very surprised at how crazily weird things can be, in the sense, like, things can work out more than you think that they can. I mean, I wasn't supposed to be here, technically, but I am. So, you know, now you're all stuck with me.
Yeah, I'm really happy that you are here with us today, of course. And the world is a better place with you in it. And I hope
thank you.
You live a happy, long life forever.
I'm doing my best. Yeah, I'm gonna defeat the odds of even death in later life. I'm gonna just become immortal.
Yeah.
Like that fucking fanfic, My Immortal. Shout out to that throwback.
Yeah.
God.
Even though life has been giving you its toughest battles yet, you overcome them and you become eroge singer. Real. So cool. Literally awesome. Oh, I guess now that you have made your eroge singer debut, do you have any other future goals? I kind of have an idea of what your goal is, but just it came to mind.
VTubing for sure. I want to do more of it, but honestly, one thing is kind of silly. It kind of ties to VTubing, kind of not. I really want to make ASMR stuff.
Ooh.
I really do. I know that sounds a little funky because, like, right now I'm being very boisterous and like, oh my god, I can't shut up. But I promise when I'm not being, like, a bit rowdy and obnoxious, I'm told I have a pretty soothing voice. I think I could pull it off. That's something
I believe
really
in
would
you.
like to do.
You could do
I like to think I could. I would chill. No, I would. TOS, careful. I would commit in Minecraft bees. I would commit bees in Minecraft to have one of those 3DO things.
Get your throne ready. Get your throne ready.
Yeah, I gotta make
Add the
one
thing
of those. I don't already have one. Maybe I made one and forgot about it. I think I might have one somewhere.
Yeah.
I should double check that. Now that I say that, I think I might have made one at one point and just let it sit. I should put one on there.
Yeah, get your throne ready. Start funding a 3DO.
I think I might. I'm tempted. It's tempting.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yeah.
People do tell me that I have an accent, and I swear sometimes I'm thinking, no, I don't. But then other times I totally hear it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a little country lady.
Yeah, you got that country accent. The country.
Yeah.
It's
I
cute though.
You know, it's funny. So I don't mind disclosing a little bit about my life. So I was actually born up more in the north bits.
Same.
I don't mind disclosing location. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
If I do.
If you're
I was born in New Jersey. But
Jersey.
for a little bit of my childhood, and I think this is where this comes from, and also probably from my dad's side of the family, we lived in West Virginia for a good bit. Like a good little bit of the childhood was in West Virginia. And then around the time I was gonna enter first grade, oh god, not you too! Anytime I tell people this, they start singing freaking Country Roads. It's okay. I feel that. Country Roads. Take me home. Yeah, I feel that.
The classic.
I do feel that. I do. And around first grade is when we came down here to Florida, and I have not left since, but god, do I want to! I want to go back up to West Virginia. That feels like I'm
country siblings, take me home.
She almost wanted like a live stream where I play Country Siblings. Whoa, that was yeah. And I like read the Onichan dialogue, but like super southern. That would be so fun. What did you think one of my goals was? I want to hear, because I think you're probably right.
Do you want it to sing for Clock Up, right? One of these days?
Big one. I really, truly, unironically want to sing for Clock Up. And I think it's not a matter of if, but a matter of, like, when I want to. I think it could one day happen. I don't know when it will, but I have hope in my heart that it could.
Believe in yourself. Keep trying. Keep getting more eroge roles. I believe in you. You got your name in that big, juicy title, Country Siblings.
It's true. It's
your
true.
breakthrough hit.
A lot of eyes on me.
Your breakthrough hit. They know you exist. Yeah. The eyes are on you. Hire her. Hire her.
Like, it's cool. crazy because if I add up the appetite videos on DL site, if I add up the view count on those, it doesn't even come close to what's on the Country Siblings freaking opening video on DL site. It's nuts.
It's a banger. It's a banger.
Honestly, yeah. I really do hope people like it if they listen to it. It really is like my treasure. Like of all the things I've sang for, it's my baby. Truly.
Yeah.
And I hope that people like my singing. It's not like I'm not the best singer on the planet or nothing, but I hope that my voice can resonate with people still yet, you know? It's like I said though, it's not always about vocal strength, it's not always about that. Sometimes it's more about what the feeling evokes, you know? So I do hope my voice can kind of stir people and make them feel things and whatnot. If that makes sense.
Well, you're so cool. Thank you so much for coming on.
No, thank you for having me. I've kept you an awful long time. Thank you for patiently letting me be here with you for so long.
I'm so happy that we got to do this finally. Thank you so much for
God,
entertaining me and my questions and chatting with me.
You asked such good questions, and thank you for letting me expand on them so in-depth and stuff, too. I really appreciate it.
Thank you guys for joining and commenting. And
thank you all for watching.
Well, it's getting kind of late. I'll let you get some rest. I'm really thankful.
I gotta get some water. My throat's so dry. I gotta
thank you.
Hydration. Why do I keep impromptu singing? Sorry about that.
Don't worry. It's cute.
I guess that's just a sign that I'm comfy though, because I do that in real life like all the time. It's really cursed.
So, I'll let you get some rest. Thank you. I'll hang up. Thank you. Any last thing you want to say? Like, play Euphoria. It's good.
Oh god, yes, please do. Actually, unironically, yes. Play Euphoria. Play Country Siblings. Please spread the word about Country Siblings coming to Steam as well. If you have any friends that like Emotes and that kind of thing, please tell them about Country Siblings. Fully human translated, beautifully done. Hope everybody likes it. I have a I got my Twitter pages there. Also, am I okay to put my coffee link in chat if people want to look at that?
So you could send it to me. I don't know if it'll automatically delete it, but
I don't know if it will either. Let me bring it to you. Yeah, I'll bring it to
send
you.
Send it to me and I'll post it in the chat.
Yes, thank you. Have a coffee link.
Definitely
I almost put it in the wrong spot.
Oops.
Yeah, I've got yeah, I always have like life likes to kick me around a lot, but if anybody enjoys what's been going on here and they want to offer up a little bit of support, never an obligation, but always appreciated. I do have a coffee page.
Here you guys go. Wow.
It is appreciated. Never obligated ever. Never ever. It's always appreciated, but I never want people to feel pressured or anything because I know that's not good either. You know what I mean? So with that, oh, funny thing, wait, respond to a quick comment. I was briefly a theater kid, but I had horrible stage fright. So, although I have like that boundless interval, not boundless, sometimes it has bounds because I'm getting older now, but like
brittle.
You know, yeah, right. I'm becoming a little citizen. Oh no. I always had really bad stage fright, so I never got to take advantage of my little bits of like, I want to put myself out there. So I think that's where the desire to make ASMR comes in, because it'd be really fun to make like those little like situation voice things, like those little voice trauma type things that they do, like on YouTube or like DL site or whatever, where it's like, oh, cat idol pampers you till you go to sleep, or like some silly shit. Like
do it. You gotta do this. Definitely.
I have to. It must be done. So I think that's about it. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go get some rest too. I'm sure that you're both
Thank you.
Some rest too.
Thank you so much. Okay.
Thank you.
Disconnecting now. Goodbye. Yay. Bye bye. I can't hit it. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you.
I miss you. Bye bye. Thank you. Yay. Did you guys have fun? Did you have fun watching? I will, where is it? Well, I had a lot of fun. I'm thankful that she, entertained my, offer to come on stream with me. It was just a yap fest, but when you start talking, you just can't stop talking. I had a lot of fun. I'm really thankful to her. She's been a really good friend to me for many years now, and she's genuinely a really good person. So I wish her luck on her journey, and maybe we can do something again sometime. It probably, unfortunately, will be a while because we're both kind of busy. But, well, I'm open to something. We could like play a game next time. But for a very long time, I really wanted to do like an interview with someone who did stuff in the same line as work as me, but it's really hard reaching out to people, and if our mutual friend didn't, set us up to talk. Yes, we could play Puyo Puyo Tetris. If you ever need help setting some things up with OBS or anything, maybe I can help you. And yeah. Well, yeah. Well, if any of you guys in the industry want to talk and we know each other, maybe I'll have you on one day too if you want to, cause I know you do image work. You could tell me about it, cause I've done a little bit of it myself before. And yeah, well, now you know more about me. I work on eroge. The secret's out. The reason why I look the way I do is because my illustrator, they worked on eroge. That was very important to me. My illustrator is an eroge artist. So cool. So, in a way, I'm kind of living my own dreams. I really wanted this for a long time. And, thank you to Fukumimix for working with me. Yes, thank you. I heard about it, but I didn't hear who it was because I've been streaming, but I'm so excited. I'm gonna be there no matter what. We're nearing 3 hours now. My eyes are getting a little tired. Thank you if you came to listen to this. It means a lot to me. I was a little nervous. We both had some pretty serious nerves. We're just like, in the pre-chat. Got it all out. That pre-chat voice chat was really helpful. Thank you so much. Follow your dreams. Don't let your dreams be dreams. If you want to do it, you should set yourself to do it. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. You've got this. You can do amazing things in the world. And even if you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you. Yes, don't let your dreams be memes. Make them reality. Thank you for everything and letting me follow my silly dreams as well. It means a lot to me. Okay. I'm really grateful. I'll stop talking. I'll let you guys sleep too, because I know it's getting kind of late. Thank you for everything, and good night.